happy Halloween, everybody. Glad to have you with us on this auspicious day, an important day. And I'll get into the historical importances throughout the next few hours. I'm sure that you'll enjoy my lecture. Nevertheless, of course, Halloween is a lot of fun. A lot of people enjoy it. One of the reasons is because it's become so secular, I think. Everybody can enjoy it. And I know some of you will be listening after having yourselves fun Halloween stuff with the kids or grandkids and little parties and masquerades and Beltanes if you're young enough for it. For me, it's such a dark damn day, guys, that I actually have to have the lights in the house on. Keep in mind, it's 10 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's dark. It's been raining a lot, man. We had a dry summer though, which is kind of weird. There must have been some, the Chinese have been getting hit up really bad with rain in China, so maybe something just got a little off this year. But it is dark day. I do have a hot cup of coffee, and I'm sitting with friends, which is great. I'm going to go over here and hit that like and share button. Hopefully, you guys will do the same. However, how are you guys doing? How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing swell,
Well, that's
kind of.
good. Swell's good. Why? Why kinda?
Well, I'm gonna send off my manuscript to the audiobook narrator tonight,
Oh, nice.
and I'm just like, I've been through the thing like 15 times already,
Hmm.
and it's one of those things where it's like I'm always got nerves. They're gonna
Sure.
find something bad, or it's gonna suck, or you name it.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I can say I feel your pain, but I don't understand. Although I'm watching Biden walk out with somebody in a bad panda outfit, what the hell is going on with the world?
That's
But
his wife.
oh, it's his
Oh,
wife's
that's where
problem.
Andrew is.
So yeah, that's where Doctor Jail. But yeah, that's where Andrew is. But yeah, I actually
Ah,
had myself a really good day yesterday.
we have a
Um,
competition.
you do. Yep, we do.
Ooh.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, and Alan's on his way. Oh,
oh goodness
oh.
gracious, good, good, good. But I actually had a great day yesterday. Of course, it was our Halloween. We're a day ahead of you guys. And I had all my kids together in, of course, it was the school kids, together for the Halloween party, and we played King of Tokyo Halloween edition. And of course they had cakes and snacks, and then we did trick or treating. Where what I do is I have this big bucket full of candy, and they can take one hand and as much as they can get with one hand, and it's always competition. It's great. The funny thing is, every year it's the girls that get the most.
Oh.
It's kind of
They must
interesting.
want that candy.
They do. But it was fun. They were all cute, especially the little teeny ones. Because most of my kids are much older now. You have phases when you run an English school, right? Most of my kids
Sure,
are
sure.
junior high, high school right now, right? So
Aw.
we just threw everybody together. So it was ranging from like 6 to 10 in the room. But we had fun yesterday, so it was good. My wife kept saying it's so cute, and she took like 5 hours of video. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So
Did you have a
anyway,
costume contest?
no, I didn't. I only had like a dozen kids, so I didn't really bother with it this
Oh,
year.
okay.
Um, and because usually if I got if I got several dozen kids or something like that of that age, because you don't run a Halloween party for the older kids, right?
Mhm.
Not in that way, right?
Okay.
Because that's like a little kid party. And like I said,
Yeah,
right now I just don't have a lot of little ones. I have older ones. So
yeah. They still appreciate having a get together and candy and fun, though. So it's
oh, they
awesome that
do,
you can
they do.
have that for them.
How about you, Jeff? Did you do? Excuse me. How about you, Eric? Did you do anything for the little ones, or were you just being a Mr. Scrooge? Is that the right holiday? Sure.
Yeah, I was being a Mr. Scrooge.
Okay.
Now this weird area that I live in, um, well, I'm not from this. Well, I'm from a little further south. I grew up further south than where I'm at.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
All the towns in this area, north of St. Louis on the Illinois side, they trick or treat for 2 days.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
They start the day
Okay.
before. So we had four trick or treaters yesterday. Two of them were cousins. Um,
Oh.
And then my wife, she had to be in the Halloween parade for her work. So I did not turn on the porch light, and I came upstairs.
Good man. Good man.
She left the house this morning dressed as Hermione.
Oh, very nice.
Oh,
Yes.
fun.
Um, uh,
Nice.
yeah, I do appreciate your disappointing the children. Good job, Eric.
I was eating the candy, so
Well, there you go. At least
very
I'm
good.
already diabetic. Why should I contribute to them being diabetic?
That is fair. That is fair. So your wife came and said, "Oh, so much. How many kids you have? Oh, is that much?" Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, all the candy. That's how many
Yep.
kids
They
came
ate all
by.
the good chocolate. I gave all that out first. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Now, how do you guys usually do with the kids? I took the thing with one hand as much as you can get is kind of a tradition from where I grew up, right? How do you guys do in your areas for the
I've always
kiddies?
grabbed like a bag of, a handful out and put in their bag.
Right. Yeah. Oh, so you'd grab it out. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, that
yeah,
is
yeah,
more
yeah.
systematic. How about you, Jeff?
Yeah.
What about in your area? What do you guys do?
We don't do anything anymore because there's like no kids in our area.
Well, when I'm sure you've had experience with it though.
Yeah, I mean, where we live now, there was very few, and they all grew up around the time my kids did.
Yeah.
And after that, they just sort of vanished. So they go across the street to the other neighborhood.
Oh, I see. I see. I see. Now, we got Armor on here. Of course, I'm pretty sure the Australians do Halloween stuff. I just don't know if you guys do the
Yeah.
trick or treating the way we do.
Well, my street doesn't. So
Oh, really? Yeah.
yeah, it was quiet last night. So it's last night for me. So
Right.
yeah, like
Yeah. When you were a
nah.
kid, did you go out though?
No, not really.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I know you
No.
guys do Halloween stuff, but it's a bit different, huh?
Yeah, it's a bit low key here.
Yeah.
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 Is it
Yeah.
hot or cold there now for Halloween?
That's hot.
It's still
Warm.
hot.
It's mid spring now, so
It's a good
Okay,
time
so
of
not
year.
like summer, right? So that does make the costuming thing a little hard. It's hard to wear really, fancy costumes with lots of layers and stuff if it's like, oh Lord,
Yeah.
it's hot out there.
nights can be cool anyway. So
Well, the funny thing about it is the whole world does celebrate Samhain. It's just they have different names for it, and of course, it's what it is. It's the autumnal equinox, right? So the dates are a little off depending on where it is in the world, and it kind of gives you an idea of when they were established as far as how the calendar, how the the cycles move. But it is interesting because we have three holidays in the world that are truly, truly ancient, and Halloween's one of them. And I don't just mean the European adherence to it; I mean worldwide adherence. And it's very interesting when you look back down into the heart of it. Halloween is really a sacred night. It's about the time of the ancestors and spirits, and there used to be dances and all kind of things. And you find this universally around the planet. Modern Halloween in America, of course, has lost a lot of the veneer that it used to have, right? But it is interesting. It's a super ancient holiday.
Very cool.
I had to get the history. I just had to get it out of the way, Eric. I'm sorry.
Well,
Oh, that's fine.
I mean,
Yeah. How about
it's fundamental.
it is. Well, I could actually speak for hours on it, but I'm sure you wouldn't appreciate it. But Amy, how was the Halloweens down in the Floridas?
It's been pretty good. We have a kind of a tradition in our neighborhood where like one of the ladies in the neighborhood, she makes a little cookout, and so all the families from the neighborhood kind of come around and hang out and have hot dogs and things like that. And the kids, everybody brings their candy together, so they come over and get their candy and cakes and stuff like that. And then they'll usually stop and make s'mores and stuff.
Oh,
So
that's
we
that.
had,
Oh, s'mores are so good. I
I
introduced
know, right?
s'mores to the Japanese, and they lost their damn mind.
Really?
No, they love them now. It's become a tradition in the area I live in. I introduced diabetes, Eric. I did a good job.
Oh,
Good job.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Gotta thin that herd out.
That's thin they heard out. But I mean, you guys, when you were younger, I'm assuming you went trick or treating with a bag or a basket or something, right?
Sure,
Bag, yeah.
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 Costume, have a little bag, run around, and trick or treat, get your candy.
Mhm.
So it was fun. This is nice though too, being on on this side of it, and getting to enjoy all the cute costumes because the little
Sure.
kids are
Oh
adorable.
yeah, it's
So
actually I think more fun to be on the other side as an adult giving out the candy. I think that's more fun actually.
it
Um,
certainly is less work. True. Those
well,
costumes are hot. Your feet get tired.
that's fair. That is fair. Although I was one of the smarter kids because I estimated the amount of candy to carrying capacity, and I brought a pillowcase.
Oh, okay. So you didn't have to make multiple stops?
No,
Heavy
yeah,
though,
I was
or
good. No, I'm a big boy.
okay. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So you had all the
I
advantages.
had advantages, yeah. Although my best costume ever was my
Mhm.
grandmother made me a blue falcon costume out of felt. It
Whoa.
was badass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you got all the candy then.
Well, in that one I didn't have a pillowcase because my grandmother actually made me like a box bag, and it was Dynamite.
Oh no. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Grandma was
Does
awesome.
a picture of that exist anywhere?
What was that?
Does a picture of that exist anywhere? That sounds amazing.
I'm sure I've seen a picture of it, so it sure it does. And my wife probably is in possession of it. My mother was always forever sending pictures to my wife. So,
Aw,
you know,
that's nice.
did your mother do that to you as well, Jeff?
My mom's been dead for quite a while.
So you never got pictures to your wife? I see. How
No.
about you, Eric? Did your mom send lots of pictures to your wife?
My first wife?
Sure. Whichever wife you'd like.
The first wife, yeah, but the second wife, not so much. She died right after we started dating.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, my
Mm.
mom just died here. What? How many years ago was that? I forget. Wasn't that
Four?
long ago, a few years.
I think it's been 4.
Mm.
Mm, 4. How about you, Alan? What do the people in California do for Halloween? Is it a vegan event now?
No, we just in my neighborhood we just steal each other's candy, so
Oh, fair. That's
it comes
fair.
full circle.
That's fair. No, but I mean,
Actually,
you do door to door, right? I'm assuming.
yes and no. Actually, the trunk or treat's taken over.
Oh, I've heard of those. Why would you do that? I don't understand. That sounds
Well,
lame.
they're actually because it brings all the kids to one spot, so the lazy parents don't have to walk around the whole neighborhood. They just go to one spot. But people get creative. Their trunks get all decorated, all Halloweened out. So it's actually kind of a cool trade-off. Like you think about it, you're like, it's not the traditional thing, but they get so creative with it. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
And there's like
that.
smokes and a DJ, and the whole neighborhood gets to enjoy a DJ and stuff. You know what I mean? Like it becomes like a little
Oh
block party.
wow.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like a
It
Yeah.
does
party
sound
Yeah.
kind of
then.
fun. Yeah. Oh, I
You
do
know,
miss the
and
Nice.
yeah,
block
like I
parties.
said, you get to decorate your trunk instead of your whole house. It's like just cost effective, all that.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
easy.
get that. Yeah, actually, that's one thing. That's like, well, other than some of the food spots, it's like the only thing I really miss about New York is the block parties. Those are great. No, it is. They just shut the streets down. The cops just shut the streets down, and the entire street just becomes a festival. It's wonderful. Yeah,
Oh, and
especially.
I wanted to
Yeah.
apologize to Amy and Melissa. Um, last night my internet went down
Oh,
at the last.
oh my God.
Remember?
Yeah, so
And,
sorry.
but so I went back to look at the show to see what I missed, and you guys were yelling Don Bluth at me, and I could not hear you guys. So it looked like I was ignoring you, and I wasn't. I just did not hear you guys. I was like, oh,
Oh,
my
bless
internet
you.
must have been screwy. And I was like, oh, I feel so bad. So I'm sorry if you thought I was
Oh,
ignoring you. I was not.
Wow.
like those girls don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not at all. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, they're yelling Bluth and Bluth and Bluth and Bluth, and because I couldn't remember his name for some reason, I had a brain
Don
fart.
Bluth. Yeah, Don Bluth.
It
Yeah,
is
Um.
crazy. Sometimes your head will just drop something, and you're like, "You're kidding me."
Yeah. No, Don
yeah,
Bluth is amazing. Actually, he ruined
yeah,
many
and I know that's
childhoods.
frustrating.
Yeah. Good guy.
Oh, that's
But
fun.
anyway, let's go
Oh, I'm
ahead and
sorry, girls.
get him started, Jeff, and then we'll just have our
Oh,
soft
right.
stories and horror conversations. So, Jeff, I'm kind of curious, what do we get here for Halloween themed kazoo? Very good. That was good, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. That was good. What song
I'll
was
do it
that?
back.
Just so all of the other
Dance,
people who didn't get it.
Dance Macabre or Danza Macabre, depending upon how you pronounce it.
By Rob Zombie. We'll go with Rob Zombie. All right,
Saison.
everyone, get to it.
Saison.
Huh?
Saison.
Saison, that doesn't help me at all. But I know I've heard it in a movie.
Oh,
Nevertheless, hopefully we'll have some fun today. And do keep in mind, of course, normal rules and everything that we have here. Of course, please draw along today, everybody. We want to see some great draw along stuff. But the theme today is very simple: Halloween. Yep.
Halloween.
I mean, literally just.
Camille Saison.
Well, thank you. Halloween.
You don't know what you did to Camille? A well-educated professory kind of guy like you
Yeah.
does not know who Camille Saison is.
I kind of flipped my nose to the humanities there, Jeff. I do apologize.
I know Vidal Sassoon.
I know that. That's true. Yeah. No, I studied humanity classes, but most of it didn't stick very well. I do remember the Rococo because it was
Mhm.
so impressive art. I remember that. I remember
Yes.
all the various ages. I'm more of a meta guy, Jeff.
What
You
about
give me a
Carnival
century, and but give
Carnival of
me a year.
Animals?
Carnival of Animals.
Yeah.
No, no, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Sorry, I'm not very cultured, Jeff. It turns out, I guess.
I'm sure
Yeah,
you're just fine.
yeah.
But
I think it's all those old ladies grabbing your butt.
It might be they're sucking my soul. I agree.
they're
And
your
luckily, the
friend.
first things they took from me were the humanities. Yeah,
Well, that's good. At least they didn't take the history.
that's true. That's true. We need that. But I
Like a
don't know. Some
philology.
people really, in the history world, some people lean heavy into the humanities. They love that kind of stuff. Some people don't. So I certainly studied a lot of it in school. It just didn't stick very well, Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, I do
A
remember the
musician.
cabinet of Dr.
You were a
Cagliari.
musician.
I was. Well, I kind of am, but yeah, yeah. But then
Okay.
again,
Anyway.
ask me the name of bands and the lead singers, and I'm kind of lost. Dude, I tell you what though, my band members, like at least 3 of them, they are the most amazing music historians you'll ever meet. They know every damn thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who's the lead singer of Phil Collins?
Give me a minute
that
here.
sounds
I
good.
think his name was Genesis.
That
That's
sounds
it.
right.
Yeah, there, thank you.
Genesis Bob.
Yeah, Genesis Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genesis
Yeah.
Bob.
Come on, Alec,
Genesis.
give me a point or two. That was a good one.
Lead singer Nickelback.
Lead singer Nickelback. I have no clue, dude. Yeah.
Who cares?
5
Chad
pennies.
Kroger.
Oh,
Chad Kroger. His name's
Yeah.
Like the
literally
grocery store?
Chad. Interesting.
Freddie
Yeah.
Kroger.
Yeah, he's a Chad.
Freddie
You're on
Kroger. He's a
special at the
Chad.
deli
Yeah.
department every Tuesday.
The funny thing is years ago when I started doing this channel, Thunderos kept saying that was a Chad move. That was the chaddest thing you've ever done. That was awful chatty, Chet. He said, Chester, and I took offense to it, Eric, because I had no idea what a frickin' Chad was. I thought it was a
I thought it was
dangly piece of
offensive.
paper.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought it was
You thought
offensive
he
at first
was
too.
like that?
yeah. So
Oh,
what the hell you calling me a dangling
Well,
paper for?
for years until recently, that was the name of every bad guy in every movie. Like every jock jerk was a Chad,
The
right?
Chad, yeah, Chad, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I never
and I
understood
think
that,
Funny.
but then they explained
Yeah.
it to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Chad. So okay, but y'all got any trick or treaters yet? I had my first 2 in 10 years tonight. Alpha Proto says, Chad is the rich kid at school with the rich dad. Yeah, right, Alpha
Yeah.
Proto. Yeah, yeah. I was a
Another
yeah. Go ahead, Alan.
oh, just another variant of Chad is Chet.
Dude,
Chet.
fuck off. That's my name.
Like,
Has it been 15
Oh
minutes
yeah,
yet?
yeah.
Okay, I'm
Well,
good.
my bad.
You asshole. All right, fine. But yeah, no, Chet. Idea that is true though. Chet, there's a lot of the rich assholey Chets in movies. That is true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The sad thing is, in my life, I've had so many damn names, man. Uh, goodness gracious, it's hard to keep track of them all. Oh well.
do you have any favorites?
Do I have any favorites? Yeah, there was a group that used. I was called Cornelius by some, and always kind of like Cornelius. I know it's the lamest of them, I suppose, but I always kind of
Cool.
like Cornelius. But actually, my favorite one was Castor, which is the
Castor.
official nickname for Chester. It's the official nickname, but very few people have called
Hmm.
me that. But I kind of like that. But I guess I only liked it after watching Nicolas Cage be Castor Troy, which is one of the best movie names of all time.
Yeah.
Mom. Well, that helps.
It
But
does.
it does sound cool.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, I've been called that very, very rarely, unfortunately. Most people call me Chet.
Chet.
Hmm.
Like the guitar player?
Yes, like the assholes. Yeah, yeah, that one.
Oh,
But they're
I didn't.
Japanese, so they don't quite pronounce it right, so they say Cheto.
Cheto.
That's all.
Cheddar. No, not cheddar. That is
Cheto.
cheddar.
Cheto. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cheto.
Cheto.
And
You know why, right?
because they can't speak English properly.
Well, because Cheetos has a mascot named Chester.
That's true. That's true.
Your
Well,
Cheddar
Oh,
Cheto.
that's
of
true.
course,
Cheetah.
my full name here in Japan is Chesuta.
Ooh.
Sesuta.
Chesuta. Chesuta. Mm. But they
Yasuda.
all
It's like
call me Cheto. So,
Cheto.
I'm sure
Cheto pop.
Chester the Molester came up a lot too.
when I was in America as a kid, sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And now that I'm older, I always wondered, how did those elementary kids know about Hustler magazine? Because I certainly didn't.
Well,
Everyone has that uncle with a secret suitcase that everyone finds.
I
got that
suppose so.
stash, yeah.
I suppose so.
Always
But
found my uncle's stashes.
no, I only knew of one stash, and I was too afraid to look at it. So,
Mm.
It must have been
That's
your
true.
dad's.
no, it was my uncle's.
Uh,
No, my father was not. No, I think, don't you understand the
It's
upbringing I
always an
had,
uncle.
Eric? Yeah. My parents were very, very hard-nosed Northern Christians. Yeah. Yeah. No dancing, no coffee. Didn't even
no
try coffee.
coffee.
No, dude, I didn't even drink coffee. First time I drank coffee was with my girlfriend who became my wife. So
Is
30
this
Oh,
years
That's
ago.
true.
Yeah.
just be one year
So, did you
over.
live in the
With the
Footloose universe?
Kinda. Dude, you laugh, but yeah, kinda. Now, when I was a teenager, I stopped going, and I started, living probably too much. But no, my church I grew up in was very footloosey. Yeah. No, seriously, no dancing, no
Oh, hey.
carousing, no drinking, no coffee. They were hard nosed, dude. And it was funny because after Pastor Don, who was a very good man, I do appreciate that guy. But after he passed, they brought in like a Mennonite pastor.
Mhm.
It got worse.
Oh no, seriously?
Oh, yes. Yep. And I never
Hope he's
understood
voting.
because I've done something that I suggest all Christians to do. I've actually read the Bible cover to cover, right?
It's a great idea.
A couple of times. Most Christians do not do this. Most Muslims don't either. You can't say that about the Jews because they're required to read the whole damn thing. Well, the Torah anyway. But yeah, and I have done that. And in doing so, you realize that actually what the Bible says is rejoice in my name, be
Mhm.
fruitful and multiply. Be happy unto yourselves. Do not drink so much that you would become drunkard. It doesn't say
Right.
anything about not doing any of those things. It says do it in moderation, but live life joyfully. That's what the Bible
Yeah,
actually says.
Mm-hmm.
I always
That's
saw it
good stuff.
when people did that. I saw it as a counter, or I don't know the word I'm looking for, but
Intuitive.
doesn't
You
he
were correct the
turn
first
water
time.
into wine?
Mhm.
He does. Yes.
Yes.
Come on,
Twice.
come on,
Twice.
come on,
Right?
party
Um,
guy, come on.
yeah, no, it is ridiculous. The Bible is very, very clear that you should have a joyful life. And there's a lot of things that don't make any sense, like the damn Catholics. I don't know if you're a Catholic. I will half-heartedly apologize through Eric. Um,
What?
so yes, yeah.
What? I'm no Catholic.
But
Apologizing through Eric.
but no, the Catholics are interesting because it says that the normal person should not drink so much of the vine, alcohol, to become drunkard, but a priest should drink none. And on the point of marriage, a man should not have more women than he can maintain, right? Meaning, be able to care for. But a priest should only have one though, because he's busy with God's business. But yet, what do the Catholics do? The priests can drink all they want, and they can't have a wife. Now, of course, that wasn't true until a few hundred years ago. Keep in mind, the original
Mhm.
Catholic priests did have wives, and then they changed it, right?
Yeah, the pre-Roman era, I guess we call it, what, the Celtic Church,
No,
definitely
no,
in
no, no, no,
Ireland.
no, 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 no. I'm only talking a few hundred years ago, Rosa.
Yeah,
That didn't happen that long ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you
Those
did
are,
have a specific group in the Celtic Church itself, in the Irish Church, that actually did have married priests, things like that, in the early church, especially
Oh,
up
I'm
until
sure they
about.
did. Yeah. But then again, there was, Saint Patrick came in and he didn't, when they're talking about, they use the word serpent, right? They don't use the word snake, and people misunderstand what the word serpent means. Let me give you the etymology of the word. It means wise man. Yeah.
Mhm.
So what St. Patrick actually did was drive out all the wise men from Ireland, just like all the Catholics
the
did everywhere
Druids.
else. They did. They systematically murdered all the smart people, and then the people of the villages had no choice but to go to the only people with resources around, the ones that built those churches on top of their holy grounds.
I wouldn't put it that way.
The Knights Templars.
Well, those guys actually were trying to reverse that bullshit. That's the reason why they got wiped out.
On Friday the
They know that
13th.
there's
Yeah,
a
they did. That's
true
right.
esoteric knowledge that is hidden from the public.
Yes, that is true for sure. There's a lot of stuff. Matter of fact, one of
Mhm.
my favorite reads, because I've read a lot of Bibles and from around the world, right? Different religions and stuff. It's just something I do. I've read the original Gnostics, with Sophia and that kind of stuff. Those are the best books, dude. They got full on D&D fantasy down, baby.
Oh
I
yeah,
love I love
they're
the Gnostic books, man. They're great.
well, there's a total crossover of the spirit world and everything else, and all the adventure stuff that goes with it. Any early text from any religion is fascinating, and it's amazing how much we've lost, not just in Christianity, the world over.
Oh no,
There are
yeah,
books that
that's true.
were in the Bible there that were what is it, the Book of the Bee, the Shepherd,
Oh,
those
there's a
books
ton of
specifically.
books that didn't make it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, there were well 300, 400 years they were included in almost all spiritual
Right, and then
what was
and then
considered the Bible.
Constantine put him in a room and said, "You guys figure it out, and then I'll let you
Mhm.
out." And he locked the door.
Well, and people wonder what happened with those books, but one of the reasons that they faded was because you're 300, 400 years after the Roman Empire. They're based on things that had happened 300, 400 years earlier, stories that were already being lost. When we talk about the Shepherd, for instance, is actually based on a story of Hermes, and how it alludes Christ being a Hermes type figure who was caring for the flock.
The word is
And
hermetical.
hermetical,
Oh,
thank you very much.
Hermie.
Oh, Hermie. No, it's something we have to
Sorry.
speak.
Yeah.
Oh, Hermie.
Well, no, there's a lot of interesting things going back to the Christian Bible, the King James version. But it's interesting because throughout that book it mentions Enoch many times, but they took his books out of the Bible.
Well, no, it is in the Catholic version.
It is.
Enoch is in.
But the Catholics have
Yes,
more aside apocrypha
yes, the
that
Apocrypha.
they reference. Than the Christian. The Protestants are Protestants. So
Why
Yeah, the
isn't he
Protestant.
in the show already?
what are you talking about?
It's only 1:30.
Huh?
Who what?
It's literally like a half an hour early. Like an hour, like half an hour.
Oh,
Are-
Did your
No.
clocks change or something? No one told me, I guess.
No, the clock
Not
didn't
till next
change.
week.
That's next
So
week.
Is it next?
definitely is not.
You
The
have
I
time's
think
very
that's
you
different.
have
can I
to
change
wind your
clocks?
clocks, Rabbit.
No, it's only 1:30. Okay. So how long have you been going?
30
Not
minutes.
long.
20
It's like 30
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
N- No, we were
Okay.
talking a lot at the beginning, so you'll have plenty. I'm
Mhm.
sure you'll be
It's
able to
not,
catch up, no problem.
I
it's
don't
not Rabbit's
know what
fault.
we're
We'll
doing.
see.
Yeah. That's fair. Let's just blame Rabbit. Hi, Rabbit. How you doing, dude? Nice to see you, man.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking forward to the show. We'll see if I can get anything done.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Oh,
I'm
you
sure
haven't
you
missed
will.
much
just
time. I haven't even started inking yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm
you're
still
like a
plotting.
machine. You could literally draw something just like with your eyes
Uh,
closed. Hey, look,
Did
and it'd be like that.
did I miss the daylight savings or something? Has that happened?
I don't know.
It's
I
this
Maybe you
week.
have
think
been doing
that's
No,
No, I
later
heard
no.
Big
this
Ben's
week.
kind of slow, and you know all of England looks at
Mhm.
Big Ben for their time.
Well, I
So
know the Americans still do it. Do the British still do daylight savings, Rabbit?
You do. I don't know. I mean, maybe it happened. I wasn't paying attention.
I
Oh yeah,
think it
maybe.
happens a little bit before ours, so yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah, they need to stop
Well,
that nonsense. Knock it off.
U.S.
Mhm.
daylight savings is this weekend, so
It is this
Is it
weekend
this?
for the
talking about it,
Americans. Okay. Yeah. Well, but yeah,
I
we'll do
I
what
have
we
heard
did
talk.
last time though. We'll just simply it's an hour earlier for you or an hour later? We'll
This
just
would have
keep
been
it
an
the same
hour
time, right?
earlier.
Spring forward,
But
fall,
yeah,
back.
don't change it. It needs to be like 2:00 because if it gets any later, it's hard for me.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
I
no,
don't do
no.
mine till
I'm
the
not going
time.
to
So
change my time at all. So
Yeah.
therefore, your hour, whatever happens with your hour, will be, you know, on my
so when
time.
yours
So
changes, it all should be normal, right?
yeah, I'm
Again,
not
I
changing
guess.
anything. I'm not
Yeah,
changing
yeah.
anything.
You're not
We'll fall
changing,
back
no.
an hour.
You fall back an hour, so you'll have
Yeah,
more
or-
rest time, Rabbit. So nice.
I don't need rest time. Earlier is better for me generally, but
Ew.
is my microphone working okay? Because my
Working great,
USB
dude.
mic
It sounds
died.
So-
great.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm using a condenser mic now because my other
Sounds
one's
Are
died,
great.
so I have
you
to actually plug it into an interface.
Mhm.
That's
Which is
better.
kind of
I started
irritating.
I started swooning a little bit.
You
To be
did.
honest, I don't know.
I could feel
think
it.
sounds
I
good.
felt the swoon. But anyway, whilst you guys are doing your art, and I've already kind of looked at the initial things you guys are throwing down here,
All
which
right,
is
let me
cool.
censor shit.
I am going to go over, and Jeff and I, and anyone who's not too busy to do so, we're going to take a look, Jeff, at the top 100, supposed top 100 horror movies of all time. Now,
Don't, because they're going to be wrong.
they are going to be wrong. We
I
know
hope
this.
so.
We know this.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Let's see what the IMDb's think. Okay. So let's see here. What's our first one? So The Exorcism of Emily Rose isn't even a horror movie, and it's the honorary mention anyway. So screw it. Now, 100, The Changeling. This, of course, is George C. Scott. It's a pretty good movie. Have you seen it,
it's a
Jeff?
good movie, but it
is.
wasn't. I don't remember it being really scary.
No, it's not. It's got some tension to it though. But
More aggressive.
of course, George C. Scott isn't one of the best horror movies of all time, which I'm sure will come up later.
Yeah.
Yeah, Exorcist 3. But Changeling wasn't bad though. I'd recommend it. I recommend it as a watch, especially for like family.
It was good, but I mean,
It's got a
horror,
great
Was
story.
there
What people
was
consider
there a
horror
remake with
and what
Angelina
actually is
Jolie or
horror
something?
is a bit odd to me, I think.
That's true. Yeah. What was that, Alan?
Was there a remake of The Changeling with like Angelina Jolie or some contemporary actress?
Yes, there was, and it was
Really?
even worse.
Yeah, but that was barely connected though, dude. She is, but Angelina Jolie kind of sucks. Let's be fair. She ain't no Brad Pitt.
Yep.
I thought she was overrated.
She's very overrated, dude. Yeah. Anyway, let us continue. Encounter of the Spooky Kind. This is a Sammo Hung movie. It's a Hong Kong horror comedy.
Never
Um,
heard of it.
you've never heard of Sammo
So-
Hung? It's Jackie Chan's
No.
best buddy. He's a fat guy that moves like Jackie does.
No.
Moves like the Kung Fu Panda.
He
I know
does.
the guy. I know the guy. I've never heard of the movie.
Oh no, I've seen this. It's way more comedy than it is horror. Way more. I don't even want to classify it as horror, to be honest with you. And it's so bad Hong Kong cinema comedy. We know what that means, because Hong Kong people. I do apologize, Chinese, but you're not funny. Yeah,
Sometimes they are, but most
Yeah.
of the time they're not.
yeah.
Depend.
Well,
Like Mr. Vampire.
Pretty
is
funny when we
fantastic.
take your business.
that's fair.
Mhm.
That is fair. But
Hmm.
yeah, no, I don't know if I'd put this anywhere near a top 1,000 list, to be honest with you.
No.
But Sammo does some amazing maneuvers in it. So I would see it in an action movie, top 100. I don't know. No.
You
Uh,
got comedy.
yeah, no, we're moving on. Now we're going to do a Doug McClure movie, and hopefully we get a lot of Doug McClure because Doug McClure is the man. But this is Satan's Triangle. It's a TV movie, though.
I remember seeing that.
Mhm.
It actually wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. You're right.
I don't know if I put it in the top 100.
No, I wouldn't either. So this isn't a good start so far. Although the Changeling, I think, top 100. That's hard, though, right?
Yeah. It's
That's
100
hard.
movies, though. 100 movies is a lot of movies, right?
It is a lot of movies, but there are a lot of really good horror movies. But anyway,
There's a lot of
Satan's
really bad
Triangle
horror
TV
movies as
movie. It wasn't bad. He's right. Like I said, it's got Doug McClure and Kim Novak. Which okay, any day Kim Novak is welcome.
well.
Yeah, because I can hear Eric swooning.
Oops.
Yeah, she was okay.
Dude, come on,
I don't
she's a
know who that
hottie. You're not old enough. That's why.
Okay.
She was a hottie, though.
Oh, it's horror. They have to be.
That's true. You need a hottie. But let's see. Even for TV movies, let's see here. Race with the Devil. This is Peter Fonda. I wouldn't.
This
I
was a good movie.
It was a good movie, but is it?
Yes,
Mm,
because
is it
they're
a
being
good
they're
movie?
being chased by Satanists.
they are. They are. But for me, I consider it more of an action thriller.
See, that's what I was talking about earlier, my brother, about horror movies, because I consider Alien more of a sci-fi thriller than a horror, you know. So
Although the
everyone
original
has
does
their own
have some good
opinion, right?
horror
So-
elements, though the first one. But yeah, Race with the Devil. It is a good. He's right though. It is a good movie though. Yeah, old
Well,
Peter.
that's a start then.
Yeah,
And don't forget, this was a made-for-TV movie. I believe this is made for TV, and they were that you could only do so much with that.
Sure.
So I
Sure.
kind of get that.
Yeah, at the time it was kind of limited.
If
Usually had a
there's no
small
Kolchak on this list,
there better be,
Yeah,
dude.
I-
There
I-
better be.
I'm
Yeah.
calling it null and void.
I see. Yeah, I agree 100%. Kolchak was badass. Next one we got here in '96, of course, is Black Sunday. Now Black Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
That was that end. Yeah, no, that was Black Sabbath. I'm sorry, never mind.
Black Sabbath.
He's wrong. There we go.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
No, this one is there's a person who's been executed for witchcraft, and much later, the witch possesses the body of a person and goes on a bloody rampage. Black Sunday, yeah, it's an old
So
one.
she was a witch
Actually-
anyway.
She was.
yeah. This wasn't
They were
bad. I
right.
remember that.
They were right. Now, however, one of the better accused of being a witch turning out not to be a witch, but then becoming a witch, not literally, was The Autopsy of Jane Doe. That movie is so killer. It's a little indie movie, but if you haven't seen The Autopsy of Jane Doe, go watch that. That thing is badass. What a
Oh, really?
great gem out of the indie world, man. It's really good. I hope it's
What
on
year-
here.
What year is it?
Oh, sometime in the past decade or so, I'd say. 2016, maybe.
It was yeah, right. Well, probably right around then. 'Cause
Mm.
yes.
That movie is killer. It's killer. Hopefully it's on this list because it's really good. And that actually is a horror movie, an actual one.
And
Um,
it is a very good movie.
it's
It takes some very interesting turns.
No, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I wish they'd make another one. But I guess we're not going to get any. But that's all right. They did leave a little toe open there for the for a sequel, though. They did. Um, I'd love to see like a prequel even. That would be amazing. Anyway, we're not there yet. We're on number 95, and we have the Blood of Satan or Satan Sangre. And this one is a former circus artist escapes from a mental hospital to rejoin his armless mother. Wow, I have not seen this. 1989. I don't recognize the
Harmless mother.
names. Italian, maybe.
That's
You're-
cute. It's giving her mom her hand.
Yeah, I think so. Either that or Spanish.
Yeah, it's got a really high rating, 7.5. That's super high. Yeah, Spanish made some good horror movies back in the day, didn't they? Yeah, I have to go watch this then because I've never heard of it.
Nice.
But I mean,
Hopefully it's good.
yeah,
Oh,
hopefully. I imagine in America it's called the Blood of Satan because Satan Sangre.
Just talking about Spanish and dubbing. If they don't have El Santo and the vampire women on here, this list is null and void.
That is a fun movie. No, that is a fun movie. Let's see,
Great movie.
number 94, Friday the 13th, Part 6. Jason Lives. Oh,
It's not bad. It's
Okay.
fun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's good though.
yeah, no, I wouldn't put it on the list. There are honestly one of the better, other than the original, which of course doesn't have Jason at all, really. But I'd say that one of the better Jasons is Jason X, man, in space.
Oh yeah, that was
I
a
mean,
great movie.
So good, dude. It's so much fun. Let's see, Event Horizon 93. Are you out of your freaking mind?
That should be a lot higher up the list. What
Way
the fuck?
higher.
Yeah,
That is
That's-
creepy as hell.
It's so
That's
good,
one of the
dude.
best spy-fi horror
It's
movies
not-
ever
it's
made.
just- it's not just creepy; it's freaking unnerving.
It is.
I'm-
And you got the
Fucking perfect.
amazing legendary Lawrence Fishburne with Sam Neill.
Sam Neill.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it's great. That movie is amazing.
It
Another
is
great
killer.
movie.
Yeah, it was killer. How can you be so low? I mean, that's the thing. We love reading the list so we can tell them no.
Is Frank doing
I
this
guess-
list too, or
so,
what?
yeah.
Maybe we're gonna
You're
find out,
kidding
dude.
me.
We're gonna get to it. We're gonna see
What
who
do
it
I have
is.
to do it? What? It's my name.
Aw,
Frank?
sorry, Frank.
It is. Yeah.
You are Frank. No, that doesn't
I
make any
am.
sense to my brain.
That's
Not-
not
not
right.
my real- Not my real name.
No, of course it's not. You're not a Frank. You're like let's see. We can figure out
Frank.
Amran's real name. You're like a Dave,
I would think of Justin.
maybe.
I was thinking Jesse.
Oh,
Oh,
we-
I was
Jesse,
thinking
huh?
Crocodile Dundee.
oh, Paul. All right. So what is your real name then, Amran?
It is
I'm
Frank.
going to tell you, is he?
It is Frank. Really?
Is it
Really, Frank? Oh. Frank
Alright.
Castle.
Frank is the kind of guy
The
that likes
illusion's been spoiled forever.
bullet and
Forever. Yeah. Now 92 here is Final Destination, the original first one. It was a fun little
Yeah.
throwaway teeny bopper movie. It was fine. I don't know if
No,
I'd
I
be on
thought
the
it-
list, but
I don't
No,
think
I
it should
thought
be
that
on
was
any
pretty good.
list.
it was fun. The original one was fun though, Rabbit. It was fun little popcorn movie.
We have to see what happens further on because there are so many better, but you never know what they've added, right? I
That's
suppose.
true. That's true. Well, the 91 is King Kong, the original 1933 King Kong with Fay Ray.
Which one's that?
I
think
wouldn't
I've
call
seen
that a
it.
horror movie at
I
all.
wouldn't at all. No,
No,
it's
it's
an
not.
adventure.
That's the thing. People don't understand what.
Do you think
horror is
it's good
sometimes.
though?
Oh, it's a good movie. Yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah.
I mean, if they wanted to do a horror movie, they could. If they want to do a horror movie from the period, it could have been Dracula or Frankenstein or the Wolf.
Well, give him time. Give him time. We're only on 91. I imagine we'll go to see the original Dracula on here, Frankenstein. It should be. But this movie, it's hard to say. This movie is probably a better acting. But Peter Jackson did a remake of this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was okay.
It was fine. But this is what he was remaking was this
Is this
movie.
the black and white one, right?
Yes,
That's
yes,
what-
yes, yes.
I remember watching it as a kid, so I just remember it because it was the only. I remember seeing it.
Yeah.
Is it the one where he goes up on the episode? The actual goes up on the building and with the
Mhm.
the planes and everything, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
it's that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to think though.
Okay, Fleabag.
That was 1939, I think. When did that movie come out?
33,
Way
1933.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was scary back then. Those
I bet.
graphics were
I
nuts.
betcha.
Think
Yeah.
about PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 and what we have
Mhm.
now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
so that claymation was like crazy when that came out. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, no, it was a big mega hit, and you see the posters and all those retro cafes you go into, of course. Then we have a very recent movie, and this is a Japanese one, The Suicide Club.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I've never
Yeah,
heard
it's
of it.
not
I've seen
bad,
it.
but
It's not
no,
bad.
it's not bad. It's not bad, but I
There's
mean,
better. There are better
there
Japanese
are,
movies, but yeah.
but to be fair, the Japanese do horror better than they do anything else when it comes to live action.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Audition's probably that got to be high up on the list. I'm assuming, but that's one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. The suspense and everything in that movie.
Yeah, no, it is great. Alpha says Kong, of course, kills humans in that movie. So does that count as a horror? Not necessarily. No, people. Indiana Jones isn't a horror, and he kills plenty of people. But I don't know. It
At
has.
the end of Indiana Jones.
That's true, but it's not considered a horror, right?
Technically, you could call it a creature feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
and-
fine. You could. Yeah, but I think most people consider it like an adventure thriller. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, number 89, Salem's Lot, the original TV miniseries.
Yeah.
And,
I've got that
That
VHS somewhere.
that needs to be higher up on the list.
I
It-
think so
yeah,
too.
I think so. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, and the thing is that we've had 2 remakes of it already, and each one of them got successively worse.
yeah.
Which
Well,
was I remember the newest one. That
well,
came
the
out. I don't know
Rucker
what the
Hauer
before
one,
was.
what he's talking about with the Rucker Hauer one,
Okay.
it is not as good. He's right. But the Rucker Hauer playing the vampire is much more accurate to the book, though.
That just makes me think of Buffy though, with him as a vampire.
Well, fair. Rucker's kind of always awesome, but no, the original is
Yeah,
better.
true.
And the one we just got, it has some fun things, but they
I thought
rushed
that
it,
movie
dude.
was a good movie, but it wasn't a good Salem's Lot movie. You know what I mean?
No,
It was.
no,
I think
yeah.
the movie itself was fine.
Yeah, I agree
Nothing
with
wrong
that.
Talking about
They rushed it.
Darius Rucker, right? From Beauty and the Blowfish.
Huh, yeah, sure. What?
Darius Rucker Hauer?
No,
Wah, wah.
no.
Yes.
Okay. But Salem's Lot. Now, a few of us here, Rosa, myself, Jeff, Eric, maybe Alan. We saw this when we were kids, right?
Yeah.
And boy, howdy, did that was a good movie for a kid, though, man.
Oh yeah, that thing rattling on your bedroom window at night. No,
Mhm.
no.
Dude,
Mhm.
horror movies are made for kids.
What was that, Rabbit?
Sorry, I was saying horror movies are made for kids.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I grew up watching.
Sure.
They're fantastic.
All right, let me jump back over here real quick and take a look at the art progression here. Don't want to get away from that.
Am I remembering right that what you call it? Did Fright Night also have like a scene like Salem's Lot too? Like I think so.
Which
Oh, the
Yeah.
window
Original
thing.
Fright Night.
Because Fright Night's amazing. I'm trying to
Well, it had
remember.
the scene with Eddie, but it wasn't at a window, but it had a similar effect. I don't remember that. Now,
It's been a while since I watched
well,
it.
Fright
There
Night
has to-
was so much fun, dude, and the remake with
It
Colin
was, dude,
Farrell.
the original.
Wow.
The remake was great as well because Colin Farrell was great, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What was
Even
that,
the,
Rosa?
even the sequel was quite fun.
Okay, I have a really super important question about this whole subject. What are we drawing? I have no idea.
Halloween.
Halloween?
Anything you
Halloween.
want.
I just say, okay, thank you. I'm just sitting here going,
Anything Halloween, not the movies.
Yeah, not the movies. Anything Halloween. And of
Okay,
course,
that's
I'm not going to
basically-
ask what everyone's doing here until the end, but I'm kind of digging what Armron is doing, but we usually do. We got Amy, and
I don't know what
she's
I'm doing yet.
oh,
I
you
don't
don't
even
know
do
what
it
you're
yet.
doing. That's fine. Amy is doing something incredibly disturbing, and we should all be shocked and horrified for
Horror.
life. Okay, good job, Amy. We have Eric is doing a good old classic. Nice classic. Good job there, Eric.
You know
and
what this is?
I told you I wasn't going to ask till the end.
Okay.
So Elrod is painting leaves. Good job, Elrod. And he's
Fire
his
whatever
fingers
else
are
I've got.
moving and his brain's making decisions. Good job, Elrod. Okay. We got Melissa doing Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. Sweet. As you do. Let's see here. We have Rabbit is. Ooh, I know that scene.
Yeah, the thing is, I didn't really have time to think, so I'm doing just a different scene of something I've already kind of done, but not done. You know what I mean? It's like a
Yeah,
different
no, I'm cool with
frame.
it. It looks great. I know what it's going to look like too. It's going to be awesome. And of course, we also have Alan, and he's doing Trick or Treat. Very nice.
Trick or Treat, or
Trick or Treat, the movie, the little, it's an anthology movie, like VHS or some of the other ones, right? But it's got
that's what I
it's got
thought, like
this
Trick or
little, it's
Treat,
got
like
this
with
little,
the R in it instead of.
yeah, but it's got this little
Hmm.
sock puppet type character. It's not a sock puppet, but this little kid in a very creepy outfit connects all of the
Sam.
little anthology stories. What was his
Yeah, his
name?
name's
I
Sam.
thought
Sam.
Sam.
you meant Trick or Treat, the movie about the
Yeah.
heavy metal guy who comes back to life.
No,
Oh, do you?
I mean, although that's not a bad movie either. It's called Trick or Treat, right, Alan? I'm pretty sure I was right.
Trick, comma R treat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Trick
that's
or
what
Trick
I mean.
or
Trick
Treat.
or Treat. That's what I
Yeah,
thought. Yeah.
But there is a heavy metal movie too that is actually good fun. It might be on our list. But this little character was the best part of that movie, though. He looks so creepy. This little kid. Very nice. All right, cool. Well, you guys keep on with it. I'm going to go back to the list here and keep going on. Of course, we have 88 Itchy the Killer. What?
Yeah, that should be not a horror movie.
No.
Really, it's more of
Yeah.
like a gonzo kind of like extreme violent movie. More
Yeah.
so, but
Yeah, it basically
But, you know, whatever. I
it
love
basically
the
watched
movie, but
old
it's not a
guy.
horror.
Well, no, it watched old guy and it said "Hold my beer" is what it did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's freaking great. I love that
Yeah.
movie. Taki Horror is like one of the best villains. It's so good.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I love that film.
But I mean, to be fair
I think
though,
when he takes the piercings out, his mouth just falls open because he's got those cuts down the sides of his face. It's so
right
good.
now
And
this
when
one,
he cuts his own tongue off and stuff, it's so good.
the old guy was that the name of the movie I'm trying to think of? I feel like I'm not.
Old
saying-
Boy.
Old
You're
boy.
thinking
Thank
of
you.
the-
Boy.
Old
The
boy
Korean one
is
yeah.
a Korean movie. This is a Japanese one. And it is brutal. It's not quite Terrifier level though.
So good. Oh no, it's not that kind of brutal either, and it's very cleverly written.
Yeah, no, it is a
That's
good
the thing
movie.
that's good about it.
Although it is not for the weak of heart. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess.
I don't.
Would you sit down and do a showing for the Lester Sisters, Rabbit?
I mean, I'd get anyone to watch anything. So
That's fair. That's fair. You are Satan. Yep. Okay.
No, there's nothing hard
Oh,
because it's not real. So why does it matter?
No, that's true. I agree, and that's what I tell the kids. Like, horror is good for you. It makes you stronger. I told the kids a story yesterday in class. Of course, I stretched it out, to make it, make it a story. But it's I'm sure you guys heard this when you were a kid, where Dad comes in and reads the stories to the kid every night, little boy every night. And during the month of October, the father is telling increasingly scary stories, and the kid keeps bringing the sheet over his face more and more and more. Dad comes in one night and he feels something is slightly off, but of course it's Halloween, and he tells his kid a story. But as he's telling the story, the kid is bringing the blanket down more and more. And then the kid finally says, it gets down, and you can see his mouth, and he's got this really weird grin on his face. The father's a little bit disturbed by it. The kid says, "Daddy, can you look under the bed and see if there's a monster there?" Of course, Daddy does. He goes down and he sees his actual son under the bed, terrified, pale white. And the kid says, "Dad, there's a monster on my bed." Dad looks up, and of course, it all goes black because the monster eats them.
Good times.
Good times. Good times. So of course I drug it
That's how it
out, and
should be.
I put all the tension, and I dripped it, right? Dripped it, and all the kids were
Yeah.
just looking at me, tightly terrified. And then of course I did the, at the end. And, yeah, it was great. Anyway, number 87, It, the remake.
Yeah.
I'd put that higher, to be honest with you, but I like the movie, so I suppose it's.
The thing about it is I liked I like the character action and the pacing of the original It
Oh, with
better
Tim Curry.
Yeah,
with
Tim
Tim
Curry's
Curry.
amazing. Yeah,
I don't
But
hate it, but I do prefer the original, the remake.
yeah,
yeah,
Horror
but the
wise, it's just a
the
lot more
remake,
creepy.
yeah, remake was much creepier,
it was.
and
But it didn't
so
have Tim Curry.
Yeah,
no,
and of course, I think we all agree we don't need the second installment in any case.
but I
Well,
did
I
think
mean, I don't hate that, but
It's just
that's
kind of
each to his
dumb.
own.
They already beat the monster, dude. You know.
Yeah, there's no tension because it's been killed already.
Yeah, it's weird.
The giant spider in the original was just, oh my god.
Oh, the original. God, yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, that was really bad.
Unfortunately.
The scorpion spider thing.
But you know, Skarsgård, unfortunately, I think he put a good. This is Bill Skarsgård, of course.
He's really
there's a
good
million
as
Skarsgårds.
Pennywise.
But
He's
no,
good at horror, though,
he
dude,
put
that guy.
he did put his best foot forward. He did, didn't he? Let's
It's a
see.
shame that he's got involved in shit movies since.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's playing Count Orlok in that new Nosferatu.
Dude, all of his
Is
horror,
he?
I grew up watching
Is
a lot of
he?
his stuff. He
Yeah.
does so many
Oh,
horrors.
dude.
Yeah.
That's
I heard
Robert.
about
He's the
it.
only
Baker's
actor that's
Skarsgård.
that creepily skeletal skinny.
Oh yeah, for all
So
of
it's like he
yeah,
has to
he's
be
going to
it.
be really good at that.
Oh
I think
yeah,
he's gonna
no,
be
that
amazing at that.
I
He was
love.
good.
That's got some
That,
good actors in. That's going to be good.
That Boy
Bunch of
Killed
generous could
World
have played her.
movie was not too
Oh
bad.
yeah, that was great, dude. No, that was fun.
Dude, I couldn't get
because you
through
didn't
it.
speak once, right?
I
The
couldn't get
monologue
through
was so
that
It was
movie,
weird.
dude.
It was weird. It
I
was
shut
weird,
it
No, I
but
off.
loved it.
I shut it
Which
off. I
one?
just
What did you
couldn't get
like
through
about
it.
it, Jess? I thought it was
I
What are we
freaking
talking
hilarious.
about?
know. It just put
Boy
me
Kills
off.
World.
It just put me off. I shut
Oh,
it
it's
off.
so
weird.
funny.
It was weird.
Yeah,
That's what was good
I don't
about it.
know.
I thought.
Yeah, no.
I loved it when he was. When he's talking, when he can't hear that guy from the when he's speaking another language, he just hears random mumbo. Just so fucking funny.
And of course,
It's a
he's got
certain
this
humor, I
incredible
suppose. You didn't
narration
get it, but-
voice from a video game. I thought
Yeah,
that was
from the
cool.
fine games.
Yeah.
I mean, most actors wouldn't do that either. I mean, he didn't talk once in the entire movie. No.
No, he didn't. Well, I didn't see it all,
Which
but
is
what I
good.
saw, he didn't. Yeah. But I don't know. I should probably give it another try. It just put me
It's
off,
worth
dude.
it. The action's great. The story twist at the end's good as well.
However, the next
Also brings another. Sorry, carry on.
our next entry at 86, I'm kind of surprised it's this low. The original Candyman with Tony Todd.
Yeah, that's really
Yes,
good.
that's a
Man,
very
that's
good
an
movie.
amazing film.
It's a really good
The-
movie. Yeah.
The remake was awful.
Yeah, of course, because
I
it
didn't
was
even watch it.
politically and ideologically motivated. That's why it
Well,
sucked.
even so, I mean, it didn't have. Yeah, they took away all of the tension. Yeah.
Because it already had a little bit of statement about poverty and the elite anyway. It already
Yeah.
had that
Oh,
involved
yeah.
in it. So they didn't need to add more. But the problem with these idiots and their ideology is that's the only story they're telling is their ideology. They don't bother to tell the story as well. Candyman has the same ideology, but it tells a great story. I mean, Tony Todd is menacing in that fucking movie, dude. And it's just really good, man. The original Candyman
But the
is killer.
modern doesn't have ideology. It just has blandness is the problem.
That's the problem. Yeah, they don't
What-
tell your
what-
story, man.
What people are calling ideology is just the lack of it, really, because it's just we're just making it as bland as possible so no one at all can be offended. And it's like, well,
Yeah, they got that
that's
too.
what makes a boring movie.
They're just not smart enough to do what they think they want to do. But the original Candyman, killer movie, dude. I think this is way, way too low. Because it's a really good movie. Just aside, from being horror, it's a good movie. Number 85 is Zombieland. Okay, fine. Yeah.
I
It
feel
wasn't
bad.
horror, but it was great.
Yeah.
It's a
but
good movie, but it's not really horror. It's
Yeah, but
No.
do you have a problem with it being
like
85? I'm kind of happy with it there.
I don't care where it is, but it shouldn't be on the list.
Well, there are zombies and Twinkies.
Yeah, and there's Woody Harrelson.
Bill
And
Murray.
yeah, it's a great film, but
I'm really kind of upset that Jesse Eisenberg didn't die like immediately, though.
yeah, he can be
real life. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that was the
Mhm.
problem. Now we
And
have
the thing is, this is also the first good successor to Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Shaun
Shaun
of
of
the
the
Dead,
Dead
I
is
Nothing will be able
way
to be
better,
as good as
dude.
that.
Way better.
I
Shaun of the
know.
Dead is killer, dude. That's a good movie. That was fun. Now, of course, now we have the Lord of Darkness trilogy here from John Carpenter with Donald Pleasance, who's a horror classic, Prince of Darkness, which I
This is
like.
I love this movie.
Yeah,
The intro and the ending make this movie
yeah,
complete.
Is that the one where they have the devil in a bottle?
yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
It's a giant
It,
bottle, but
it
you're right.
and it is just it's creepy.
It
I mean,
is.
from
Yeah.
from the
Hmm.
very beginning, and the thing is with this movie, and it's genius. The intro to this is genius
Mhm.
because it has this very creepy music, very minimalist, creepy music, and it's nothing but video scenes. There's no dialogue. There's nothing, no sound, but the music. And there's a
wow.
lot of religious there's
Sure.
a lot
And
of
John
religious
Carpenter's good with the
imagery in there.
music, dude. Yeah, you're
Oh
right.
yeah,
Yeah. And of
but
course,
it's perfect.
it is a good movie. Of course, it also has Alice Cooper in it. And is this the
What?
one? Yeah, no, Alice is
Yes.
in it, dude.
Is he
Also,
like
I
the
do
homeless guy?
believe he is the homeless guy. Yeah. Isn't there like a cameo from Robert Englund as well?
I hope so.
I
don't
don't think
remember.
so.
I see. There was one of
You're
Carpenter
thinking of
movie.
976 Evil.
Oh,
No,
maybe I am.
no, mate. Yeah, but that wasn't a Carpenter movie.
No, yeah, but
That was a Freddy joint.
well, I mean, Robert Englund was born to play Freddy Krueger, man. Come on. Let's see. Young Frankenstein. First of all, not a horror at all. A
Yeah,
comedy,
not at
a
all.
brilliant, genius comedy. It's freaking one of the. If you haven't seen Young Frankenstein, what is wrong with you? I mean, honestly, right? Didn't
It's
this
a
have Gilda Radner in it, or not Gilda Radner?
yes,
That lady who
yes. It had
died
Gilda Radner.
recently. Was
Yeah,
it
Terry
Gilda
Gar,
Uh,
Radner?
yeah.
Terry Gar.
Terry
not
Gar.
Gilda
Terry
Radner.
Gar. Yeah.
Terry Gar. It had Terry Gar. It also had Madeline Kahn in it.
Yeah, Madeline Kahn. She's wonderful in it.
I love
Um,
him.
yeah. Marty
They all did.
Feldman's in it as well. Of course, this is a Mel Brooks movie. It's not a horror at all. It does not belong on this list in any way,
It
shape, or
doesn't
form.
matter. Doesn't matter.
But
It's a
it
really good movie.
but it is amazing.
Gene Hackman, even.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, and of course Gene Wilder's he is so unsung, so
Yeah.
underrated. Gene Wilder, dude. But of course, so great movie, but not a horror movie. 82 here is Raw. Now I didn't watch this; it just looked dumb to me.
Eddie Murphy's role?
No, that one I would approve of.
That's what I thought too.
Now this is a girl who's studying to be a vet, and she becomes a cannibal.
Oh well. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Like you
These
do.
things happen.
Hilarity ensues.
In the hilarious, it just seemed dumb to me. I just didn't watch it. But people seem to like it though. Now this is an interesting one here. We have the original Kill List, not the remake. It's not even a remake. It is a remake with what's his face there, the Jurassic World boy. He plays Guardians of the Galaxy.
Chris
What's
Pratt.
Chris Pratt?
Pratt?
Yeah, he did
No,
a
no.
remake.
Chris
I think
Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Yeah, I think he did a remake it over here originally. And I saw that and it was fine. I don't I haven't seen this one. Anyone seen the original?
No,
What is it called?
Never heard of it.
No, Ben Wheatley, he's a good director.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
seen it.
yeah. I haven't seen it. Um, it was clearly good enough to be remade. The Chris Pratt one I enjoyed. It was fun. That was a TV series though. Let's see here. A Tale of Two Sisters. This is another Hong Kong movie. So here,
Yeah,
no
I've
one's
seen
probably seen this. Oh, you
never
have seen
seen
it.
it.
I've seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Because I've seen it. I watch all the Asian stuff.
yeah. I love the Asian stuff too. It's actually not bad. It's way better than that comedy, Sammo Hung comedy we were talking about earlier. And this one, I'd actually suggest you go watch it. It's pretty good, but sorry, not a Hong Kong. This is a Korean one. But it's kind of rough though. So go in understanding that. Let's see here. Number 79, The Strangers. I
This
don't know.
wasn't a bad movie.
I don't know this movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, and it takes, I think it takes place in France.
Hmm.
And it's a home invasion movie, and it is kind of creepy, and it is good. Whether it's the top 100, I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Is it like The Last House on the Left level?
Yeah, kind of in that direction. Although I think probably Last House on the Left would probably be more considered horror than this one.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I don't know.
But this one has Scott Speedman.
It does have Scott Speedman in it, and Liv Tyler, and Gemma
Well, there you
Ward.
go.
Goodness gracious, this is probably why I didn't see it. Liv Tyler's kind of shit. Anyway, let's see. Sorry, I apologize. Now 78. I don't know. Maybe it's okay where it's sitting. The Legend of Hell House. This is a early 70s movie. Roddy McDowell. It's actually pretty good. I like this movie.
Yeah.
Oh
This is
yeah,
a
that's
good
a good
movie.
one.
Yeah.
I saw it. I can't even. I don't remember exactly what was in it because I would usually nope out. I think at that point I was sort of a little bit young. I would nope out on it, like right in the middle, and people would have to tell me about it later. So I don't remember. But I do remember Roddy McDowell was in a lot of great horror movies at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
this is a haunted house movie about
was.
a guy who owned it was basically, I think he was like into the occult, and there were a lot of murders there, and eventually the guy disappeared.
Mhm.
And this is supposedly the most haunted house in all the world, and these paranormal investigators
Yeah. It's a very
had
early
developed
paranormal investigator movie, by the way.
yeah, and
Sweet.
developed a device to be able to clear a house of hauntings.
Yeah.
And they're going to test it on this house.
Yeah.
It's done very well, and it is kind of creepy the way that they sort of set it up.
Although,
See, and I love creepy. To me, creepy is almost more fun than slasher. I want to be creeped out by something. I don't want to
sure.
be grossed out. I want to be creeped out. So there's different tastes for everybody. That's
Now,
my.
there's another movie that had another movie from around this era that is almost identical theme that had a remake in the 21st century here called The Haunting. And The Haunting, the remake of it, has one of the most effective scary soundtracks I've ever seen in a movie. The soundtrack is so killer. It really, especially in the theater, it creates this sense of dread and fear. They do a really good job of the soundtrack, and the acting and stuff is fine. There's hardly any blood in it, which is interesting, right? Yeah. Now I
It's
have.
got Liam Neeson.
It does have Liam Neeson, yeah. Now, go ahead, Alan.
Oh, is Catherine Zeta-Jones in that one? Is that the same
I
one?
Yeah.
think so, yeah. Yeah. But it's a really effective movie. It really works. It's one of those ones you really need to see in the movie theater, though, unfortunately. Now, I have extreme protest. Extreme protest. Number
What
77, The Number of Man. The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, not Birdemic. No. Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Are you kidding me? How
Yeah,
is
it's no
It's
Birdemic. Sure. It's no Birdemic too. I'll give it that.
That's
But,
fair.
you know.
But
But
this
it has
is.
Rod Taylor.
It had Tippi Hedren as well, dude. But I mean,
Yeah.
and Jessica Tandy.
Oh,
But
Hitchcock. It always has a blonde.
of course he loves him his blondes. So, is he is he a zombie and owns Fox News? Anyway, but this is a really good movie. Great. Well, great tension. I mean, think about a movie about birds and making it scary. Alfred kills it, dude. This is way too low.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Way too low. Let me go over and take a peek at the art again here, and see how things are going. Of course, Amron is now completely changed what he was doing. All right. Fine.
Yeah, that was just a warm up.
That was just a warm up. Oh no, he's trying to get into Elrod themes here. All right. We have Amy working on an iPhone. Very nice. Very nice. We have Eric is yep. Scarecrows. Okay. Elrod is is that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde there? Or is that Jack the Ripper? Okay. Well, he's bringing another piece of paper, so this is going to be one of those panoramic ones. You go, Elrod.
Oh, I see the scarecrow from that Disney movie. Who's that?
Yeah, that's Eric.
Elrod knows what it is.
Oh my
He's
god.
Dr. Sin.
Dr.
Dr.
Sin.
Sin.
The scarecrow of something Marsh, right?
Rodney Marsh.
Yeah.
Wow, what a choice. What a choice. Of course, Melissa's doing a classic with Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. I don't know why he's got a propeller beanie on, but okay. Was that the costume he was wearing that year? All right. We have Rabbit. Of course, this is a great scene from that movie. Good job, Rabbit. And of course, we have Sam. Well, you're really spending time on Sam, dude. That looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's such a cool little character, though. I love that character, man. That's neat. And hopefully you guys are doing draw-alongs over there. Hey, Ezreal, what's going on? We got Paulus Art. He says, cool. Cool indeed. Zero Dragon says, Agatha ended decently. 3 great episodes, 1 good, 4 average, and 1 garbage episode that at least a third of it was from episode 1. And despite it being Wiccan's origin, could have been done in 10 minutes. Yeah, I've heard
That was-
nothing but bad about Agatha, actually, dude.
No, it's actually good. Episode 4 really stumbled a lot. But that one had a different writer than all the other ones. And you
Okay.
could tell.
Yeah.
But, you know, overall, it's not a bad series. It was enjoyable.
Sure.
Really?
All right.
Hmm.
Well, you are
Yep.
in the minority, dude. But I have no
Well,
clue.
actually,
I
a
haven't
lot of
seen
people seem to like it.
it. I've heard nothing but negative about it, dude. But
Only
like I said, I haven't
the
seen it,
negative
so I don't know.
channels have been talking a lot of negative about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's all they do, so.
that is
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. But I haven't seen it, so I don't really know. But nevertheless, this is an atrocity that has happened here with the birds being at 77. Saw 76? What? The original Saw?
You know what? It was cheapened by too many sequels.
Maybe,
I'll give it
but the
76.
original one was
Doesn't
killer,
matter.
man.
Did not saw that coming.
Yeah. I'm wondering what's at the top here, though, because next we have Caroline, which is a really, really good. Was that stop motion, I guess, or just?
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Mhm.
I
Really?
think
But
so.
Yeah, that's what.
Mm.
Absolutely. A
Except for
great.
Terry Hatcher, she looked the same.
Yeah,
Everything else is stop motion.
that wasn't a bad movie, though.
Yeah.
We're kind of
It's
it's
not-
3 in a row, dude.
Is that Neil Gaiman that did that?
Yeah.
No, Henry.
Yeah.
Oh, the original comic book, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, Caroline. Good Night, Mommy. You're literally going to put Good Night, Mommy ahead of Caroline, Saw, and the Birds? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean it was a good movie, but it wasn't that good.
No, and it's not even an original concept, dude.
No.
We've done this
And
many
what was it?
times. The mother
they had
has
a movie-
been replaced. Yeah.
What was it? The other that was like kind of along the same lines.
Yeah. There's a bunch of them, dude. This movie was no, it doesn't belong in the top 100 whatsoever. Train to Busan, once again, a bit too low, I'd say.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
good, though.
Yeah,
it's a
Man,
good
it's
movie.
so good.
It's one of the best.
It'll stick with you forever.
It will, dude. It's one of the best zombie pursuit movies I've ever seen. Actually, the Koreans did a good job here.
And family movies. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's really good. And
That
I usually
ending
don't watch a
is
lot of
like,
Korean stuff because I don't like the sound of Korean.
You'll never be able to hear that song again that little girl sings without thinking of that movie. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Oppa Gundam style. That's the one.
That's the one. Yeah, everybody. There you go. Number 72, Creep Show. It's a
Surely
bit
that should
low.
be high.
It should be. It's George Romero
Yeah.
as well. But I like Creep Show.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love Creep Show as a kid.
Adriana Barbeau is in that movie.
Mhm.
She is. Yeah, she is. But her best performance, in my opinion, was Swamp Thing.
Yes.
Cannonball Run.
Yeah, but that's because you played Weird Al.
Yeah, but Eric, she didn't perform in Cannonball Run. Her tits did.
And
Same thing.
what is she known for?
That's fair. That is fair.
That's why it's called Cannonball Run.
That's right. That's why. Okay. Number 71, the Descent. It's not a bad little horror movie,
Yeah,
actually.
that's a
yeah.
good movie, actually.
Yeah.
I thought the ending kind of sucked, but
Well, there's two
They had-
endings to it, dude.
yeah, exactly.
There's
I
two.
know there's two
Yeah.
endings to it.
Which one did you prefer?
I preferred the second one. I thought
Because
the
there's
first
one movie
was-
where she basically gets pulled back in, and there's another movie where she makes it to the car, right?
yeah,
I much prefer the one where she dies in the end. It's better.
Do
Spoilers.
you think the one girl was sleeping with her husband?
yep.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Did you notice that? It's like one of those things you miss until.
It's one of the.
Yeah,
It's
it
up
is.
for me. It's Goonies level kids movie.
Yeah,
It's
Really?
great, but it's
Horror.
not a freaking horror movie.
PG-13.
Well, it is.
It is.
It is a horror movie in the vein of Universal's classic monsters, right? But
It's a
yeah, I love this
Halloween
movie though. I
movie,
love
not a
this
horror
movie,
movie.
dude.
So is
Nice.
Duncan Regier is the greatest Dracula ever, and he's only on screen for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, dude, he is amazing as Dracula, dude. He's amazing. And this is too low. Gremlins, number 69? Gremlins, really? One of the
That's
most
like the best
Nobody
classic.
likes
Christmas
that
horror
movie.
movie ever.
It is, dude. It is. It's so weird to be low. Now, do you guys believe the rumor? Because there's a rumor. Is it this one or is it Poltergeist? Is it this one or Poltergeist? The one that everyone thinks that Steven Spielberg actually is the one who directed it secretly
Oh,
behind the scenes.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Okay, thank
That's Poltergeist.
you. Yeah. But Joe Dante's Gremlins. This is great, dude. Got Phoebe Cates. That's all you need.
Mhm.
Hmm Anyway,
Her husband made her quit acting.
did he? Oh, well, I
Yeah.
kind of get it.
Rich
could-
Mitchell.
Too low. Too low.
It is too low. And some of these things with these actresses and actors, I would assume.
No, I'm
Especially-
talking about Nosferatu.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to get to it. But a lot of these actors and actresses getting married, but then doing movies with extreme love scenes in them. It's like, what? It's not good.
No.
It's
No,
not good.
not good.
And there's been a lot of chaos. I mean, shit, Warren Beatty almost killed a director and Donald Sutherland, and I don't blame him.
What? What's this story? What did I
Now,
miss?
now, look who's talking, or now who's talking?
Who's talking now?
Who's talking now? Thank you. Yeah. It's a
The talking
middling.
baby Bruce Willis?
Dude, it's a middling horror movie. The only reason it's famous is because of the sex scene with Donald Sutherland and Kristen or Kirsty or whatever her name is. But she was dating Warren Beatty at that time, and he lost his shit. I don't blame him, dude. I do not blame him. That's your girlfriend up in a movie doing like that, because for a very long time, until Donald came out and said, well, we don't even know. He said it wasn't. Most people thought that was an actual sex scene in the movie. I mean, literally, they were having sex for the film. That was a controversy that came. It was in the 70s, right? And it was a big controversy for a while. Now, Donald came out eventually and said, no, it was just acting. We weren't actually having sex. Now, that may or may not be true. But and I never understood why they had Donald Sutherland in so many sex scenes. Anybody explain that to me? Anybody?
Yeah.
But
He's
he
a
is.
sexy man.
Was he? I thought he was kind of gangly and
No.
dorky looking.
Apparently.
His son, the Kiefer, I get that. Kiefer's a handsome young man. But his
Maybe
dad?
that's the point. Maybe the boyfriends and husbands felt safe. They're like, put her with the ugly guy.
Maybe, but that, I don't understand why Hollywood people do that. Anyway, Nosferatu, a symphony of horror. I love that they have the full name, Jeff. I love that
Yeah.
because you don't usually see it. There is now this, of course, we have a remake coming from Robert Akers here this Christmas holiday, and I'm waiting with anticipated breath. Now this movie, of course, has Max Schreck playing Count Orlok, And this is kind of a escaping paying royalties for Bram Stoker's Dracula, kind of, but there's a little bit more to it.
Oh, not kind of. Totally is.
Well, I've seen an entire documentary on it, and it is a bit deeper than that. It is that, but it's also other things. However, there is a new version of this where they've re-edited it, they've cleaned it up. What do they call that? What's that company that does that? Elrod?
Remaster.
No, it's
Criterion.
no, it's the other one with it's talking about the old way they used to make film. Acid something or anyway, they've
People
refreshed this and they've also went back and cleaned up all the bad narration. And I've seen it and it looks great,
you
dude.
can watch it on YouTube. It looks great. Yeah.
It looks great, dude. It's so
Although
good.
they have removed the color plates, which kind of
What do you mean
made
by
it all
that? Oh yeah,
they made
it
it
is all
all
monochrome. Yeah, you're right. They did do that.
They took, because there were plates in the movie with like color and different tones that they could add back then, but
now how do
they
you
made
think,
it all uniform.
how do you think Robert
Half of the
Eggers is
movie
going
is
to
still missing.
approach this? Is he going to be true to it, or is he going to put his own spin on it? What do you guys think?
He's going to be true to it.
I feel so.
Stay pretty true.
Really?
But I mean,
He's got the rats already.
He does, but I mean, it is a really, really good movie. I know it's from 1922 for all of you youngins, but it's a killer movie from 1922. It stands all on its own. And like I said, that new refreshed version that Elrod and I were talking about, it's good. But Robert Eggers has got the right feel for this movie, dude. Oh boy.
This movie basically set the tone for true horror.
Yeah, it did. It did. Thank you, Dump's the name. Vinegar
rumors
Syndrome.
are true.
Thank you. The rumors are true, dude. It's and of course there was a really John Malkovich did a strange little homage to this movie.
Yeah.
Where they're actually filming the film, and John Malkovich plays an actual vampire, as in Max Schreck is a real vampire. It's a cute little movie.
No,
It's not a.
director.
He
No,
plays
no.
the director.
Willem
Yeah.
Dafoe
Willem
plays the
Dafoe,
vampire.
who's in the new one, plays Orloff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Willem Dafoe is playing
Please.
the Van Helsing character.
He's playing the Van Helsing guy.
And of
The new
course, as Elrod told us earlier, we get the Skarsgård kid playing Orlok. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I
And
thought it was Ellen DeGeneres.
yeah. Anyway, moving on. We have the original Japanese Ju-on, or The Grudge. It's good, but to be fair, I always thought the American remake was better. Whereas The Ring, the American remake's fine, nothing wrong with it, but the original Japanese one is really, really good. Yeah, I'm fine with this being here. It's a good movie, though. Have you guys seen Ju-on, the original?
I own it.
Oh,
yeah. I definitely disagree about the American one, but
no, like I said,
shit.
With The Ring,
but,
I really think the Japanese one's better. But with the Ju-on, I kind of feel I like the American one better personally. But
terrible.
To each his own.
They've done it twice in America.
Oh, they've made remakes and sequels. They've done all kind of stuff.
Yeah, they did a remake of the remake.
Yeah, maybe
like a couple years ago.
Maybe he saw the bad one. Maybe he saw the bad one. Because the original one back in what was that? That was just a few years after this came out. The American one was pretty good. Then they made one recently. It was really bad. We got another John Carpenter sitting at 66. He gets to have the good devil number there, 66. And John Carpenter's The Fog. Once again, Adrian Barbeau.
This is another one of my favorites, and the ending on this makes the entire movie.
It is good.
It is freaking creepy.
It is creepy. And Jamie Lee Curtis and Janet Leigh. Dude. That's a horror royalty right there.
Rob Bottin.
Yeah. But this is a fun little movie. If you haven't seen The Fog, you should probably check it out. Don't look at the remake. God, don't do that.
The remake absolutely sucks.
It does suck. It
But it
does
has
suck.
Tom Welling.
Yeah, huh? God.
TV's Smallville.
Oh, the original Phantasm.
Yeah.
Coscarelli's amazing, amazing films. I love them. They're very B, but damn, dude, these are fun. And of course, Reggie plays Reggie, so that's good. Has everyone here seen the original or any of the Phantasms?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
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 I laugh at it now because now I know that guy was standing on a milk crate the whole time.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just every time I see it now, I
the
know
tall
he's standing
man.
on that milk crate. It's part of
Yeah.
the costume now.
But he sells it though really well, dude. He sells being the tall man.
Oh yeah,
really
no, I
well.
love that movie. It's
Mm.
good.
Yeah. It's kind of like Tom Cruise. He's a midget, but he sells big pretty well. You kind of forget how small
that
he
was
is.
Tom Hanks
He's
in Big,
proportionate.
Chester.
Okay. Fine. The Bride of Frankenstein. Many people think that this is better than the original
Better than the
Frankenstein,
first.
actually.
No doubt.
Yeah. 64. Once again, what are we going to get into up top, dude? But anyway, I'm going to come back and look at these in a minute. Let me go look at the art. I need more coffee. So let's see here. We have Armron is doing. Oh, I forget her name.
Lady Death.
Lady Death. Thank you very much. We still have, for some reason, we're still focusing on. I think you were frozen, Amy.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
okay.
We have Eric doing a scarecrow, of course. Self promotion, Eric. Elrod, is this Dr. Caligari? Elrod?
No.
Okay.
It's Mr. Dark of Dark's Carnival.
Oh, fair. So that's
We're
where
in Dark's
that's why
Carnival.
it felt familiar. Of course, we got Snoopy coming on board now. Good job, honey. Of course, we have this is Evil Dead Rise, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Evil Dead
No,
Rise.
you were right the first time.
And then of course we have Sam, who is completely fleshed out. Now the pumpkin's getting fleshed out. I can't wait to see color on that. It's gonna be great. But Jeff, why don't you tell them what you and ask and figure out what they think number one is going to be? They're probably all wrong because these lists suck. But anyway, do that.
Really?
Okay. So, what do you think number one's gonna be?
That was reshaping so well.
Always
I
you,
think-
Exorcist.
Stephen
Yeah, it's
Carpenter's
always Exorcist.
The
I think-
Shining.
Go ahead.
It's going to be The Exorcist, Psycho, or Night of the Living Dead. Because those are the
I
pedestrian
agree with
picks.
The Shining.
more meat.
Yep, that's another one.
Be that one.
The one movie I know that they're not going to have on here is going to be
Dr.
the Norliss
Fives?
tapes. No, the Norliss tapes.
I
Which
love
is-
Dr. Fives. It was horrible, and I loved it when I
Dr.
was a
Fives
kid.
is the greatest movie ever made, other than Theater of Blood.
Thank you. Because you have to say because like he's the one. And when I would watch a movie, I would feel sick when I would see him because it was like so. He would always have something so terrifying to me. I would have nightmares for weeks.
And Butch. Yeah.
Blue Moon says it was The
Those
Shining
two
last
mo-
year when we went through this.
Was it?
Yeah.
Gonna be again. It'll be
Because that's
again.
like the pedestrian bland stick.
And Ethereal
people that have
Dragon
never
wants
seen
to
the
know.
movie.
Ethereal Dragon wants to know, when is Chester doing a horror movie with his family? Ouch.
Now, am I supposed to be drawing
Fucking
something that's
toilet.
already existing? Do I have to draw an existing character?
No.
Draw
That
whatever
was
you
just-
want.
Draw whatever.
Thank
It's just horror.
Thank you.
just
I'm so
Halloween.
far behind at
In
this
fact,
point. It
not
doesn't
horror, right?
like I'm not going to win, so I'm just going to go ahead and make whatever I want.
Well, you could draw Chester. That's usually scary to a lot of people.
No, Chester's.
I originally was going to draw a Diddy party, but I didn't have
Oh.
enough baby oil.
Oh,
There's a
no,
shortage
that's
right now.
scary. That's too scary for me.
Shortage. Baby oil. Scary to go or scary not to be invited?
There is no way that would give me real nightmares. That is so terrifying to be at a party like that with people that are weird.
I need a beer.
And then you're there and you're like, oh, hey, that's Jack from Titanic. Oh, that's Jack from Titanic.
Yeah, really.
What's he doing in that door? Oh my goodness.
Oh. Now I see what's eating Gilbert Grape.
Oh. Oh, that was so wrong.
Oh shit.
So wrong.
Classic.
Ain't no party
It's
like a
just a
ditty
go-
party.
Baby, baby, baby. Oh.
What?
So, anyways, the Norliss tapes. Getting back on track. The Norliss tapes was a movie that was the precursor to the Kolchak character.
I love
And-
Kolchak.
Yeah, it was originally they.
Kolchak should be on here too. At least the
Yeah,
TV movie.
that's what I said. If it
The
doesn't
Night
have
Stalker.
it doesn't have at least that one on there, it's crap. But the same guy who did the Kolchak movies and Trilogy of Terror, which that's another one that should be on there as well.
Yeah.
Also did the Norliss.
Yeah.
Norliss tapes.
What is his name?
Oh God, I can't remember his name. Hang on.
Norliss tapes. Sounds like an alien movie or something.
Yeah, it sounds like alien abduction.
Dan Curtis.
Thank you.
Oh, Dan Curtis of Dark Shadows fame.
Yep.
Dark Shadows needs to be on here. Dark Shadows is freaking awesome.
Yeah, that
Dark
was
Shadows.
TV series though. I don't know if it'll be on.
Yeah.
However, what was the
Tim Burton's? I don't know if it'll be on there.
what was the oh that's right with Johnny Depp. What was the consensus, Jeff? What do they think number one's going to be?
Well, Blue Moon said it was The Shining from last year. Was The Shining, so
Yeah.
we're all
I don't
thinking it's
really
probably gonna be the
know.
same thing.
It could be. I of course paged down as soon as I loaded the page. But that or I mean these kind of lists, it's got to be something like that or maybe Alien or something like that.
They're going to probably choose Shining because Stephen King is a darling right now, and they want to,
It
No, he's
might
not.
be.
Yeah, I think
He's
they're going to do
right now. He's been a bit of an idiot lately.
Yeah,
Alright.
so they're probably going to showcase him.
Well, lately, yeah. Let me jump through the next 40 real quick here, so we get up top. Wicker Man, the original, fine. Black Christmas, the original, fine. What We Do in the Shadows, I actually enjoyed that movie, even though what's his name? David.
Duke? No, wait.
The guy who directed that, David Cohen. He calls himself
Oh, that's wrong.
Taika Waititi, but his name's David Cohen. Don't know why he's ashamed of his Jewish heritage. Oh, that's right, because he's a progressive, and they hate them some Jews. Anyway, Don't Look Now, of course, the one we mentioned already. I don't. Okay, fine. That's not even a very good horror movie. What the hell? Aliens. Okay, Aliens.
Nah, it's
Not a horror movie.
No, it's an
I
action
love it.
movie. It's fun
It's not a horror
That
movie.
was action sci-fi.
Yeah.
I would think.
Reanimator with Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah.
That's way too low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's way too low.
Dude, that's one
That's
of
way
the
too low.
best Lovecraftian films ever made. Although The Void recently that came out is also a
Void was
contender.
really great.
It's really good, yeah. But Jeffrey Combs is simply a god of cinema, and he's unbelievably underrated. I love Jeffrey Combs. And he's got Barbara Crampton in it, dude. Barbara Crampton. Hostel, the original. If you're a gorehound, a torture porn type of guy, Hostel is fine. But it doesn't have any tongue in cheek though, really.
Maybe
a little
not want
bit.
to travel to Europe.
Yeah, well, right. But it doesn't have enough tongue in cheek for me, really. Like say
I didn't think it was
Terrifier.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's funny.
It is
You
funny.
know,
Yeah,
you
they
can
are
watch
funny.
that and laugh at it.
Yeah, but I mean, Hustle's. It's if you're into that kind of stuff, it's a pretty good movie though. Seven, love it. But is it a horror movie?
Yeah,
It's
it's
more
not
of
And
a
as
horror.
much as
a
the
suspense
X-File games,
movie,
I
right?
guess.
Yeah, it's great though. It is great. I mean, Kevin Spacey, Jesus. Wreck. I've never seen Wreck. Anybody?
It
I
is.
have,
Oh
but it's been
yeah,
a
you
while.
haven't seen
Yeah,
that?
it's very good.
No, I haven't seen it.
It is very good. It's
For
it's a zombie
the American, what
apocalypse.
was the American remake called? What was the remake called?
I don't know, but it
Jeez.
says
Wreck-It
television.
Ralph. We're gonna
Wreck-It
wreck it.
Ralph. There we go. Television reporter and cameraman follow emergency workers into a dark apartment building and are quickly locked inside with some terrifying zombies. I think.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
They never really
Quarantine.
specify, but it's good.
Quarantine is the
Yeah,
Quarantine.
Quarantine is the
There you
American,
go.
and it's
There you
good
go.
too. It's got that alien girl from Dexter in it.
Ooh.
Oh, that weird looking lady. Yeah. Let's see
The
here. I
lady with
haven't
the
seen
eyes
that
on the
though.
side of
So
the head.
yeah, no, those walleye girls, man, they're very popular. Army of Darkness at 54.
It's
Okay.
not a horror movie.
It's
either.
not, but it's great fun
It's
I
not
mean,
a
I
though.
horror
love
movie.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Too
not.
higher. People
Yeah,
live it.
Yeah.
It's still
Evil
good.
Dead 1 should definitely be on there. But...
Yes.
Yeah, Evil Dead 1
That's
for
the
sure.
king, baby.
Yeah. Number 53, Session 9. Dude, this is such a misunderstood movie. People don't understand what they're watching with this movie. I've seen several people try to review or recap it. They don't get this movie. It's got David Caruso in it, and he's actually good, not annoying. But Session 9 is, yeah, people don't get that movie. The Haunting, the original, you heard me talking about it. I think the remake's much better. The Evil Dead at 51, that's a bit low.
Yeah,
It's a bit low. The Autopsy of Jane Doe. Go watch that movie if you haven't seen it. Go watch it if you have seen it.
Oh no, I'm gonna cry, aren't I?
It's a really good horror movie.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it Blood Meridian level type of freak out thing?
No,
No,
not even
it's-
close. Not even close. No, it's not Blood Meridian. Jesus, what do you bring that up for? This is a family channel.
Because people keep on asking me to read
Just
it.
the Western Joker?
Dude, that is a brutal book. Don't read it. The Creature from the Black Lagoon. I don't know. Okay, fine. It's a good
Classic.
movie. I enjoyed it. It's
Yeah.
much better than Guillermo del Toro's weird remake. Godzilla, the original. Oh, it's such a good movie, dude. It's so good. It's so good. Ringu, is this the original? Yeah, this is the original. This
Ringu
is
is
a
just
killer
the
movie,
original.
dude. Killer at 47 is too low. Return of the Living Dead. Return
Yes.
of the Living Dead. This is the 1985. Yeah.
Do you want to
There's some
So,
great
that
fun in
has-
that movie, dude.
That's a classic. That has the Tar Man. That
It
has
does. Yeah,
what was
it
that?
does.
What do they call Trash? We all know Trash.
Linnea Quigley.
Yeah, Linnea Quigley. Now, of course, Linnea Quigley,
And it
for
has
those of
that
you who aren't
side
horror
box with
hounds,
all Hollywood detective too.
yeah, true. But if you ever seen a horror movie and there's a naked girl in a shower, it's Linnea Quigley.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
hmm
Always?
Pretty much. It's her
Alright.
job. But anyway, we have at 45, A Quiet Place. I have not seen this movie, although people seem to like it.
You have to.
I've not
You
watched
you
it
literally
either.
have to watch this in the movie theater.
Do you? No.
Because
All
it
right,
is-
so it's not
it
worth
is-
it otherwise.
It's the suspense, the sound.
No, it's the sound.
Yeah.
There is no
It does
sound.
not
The
have
lack
the
of it.
same. Does not have the same impact when you're sitting at home.
I have a
watching
home
it.
theater, though.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. I haven't seen that one. Scream. I know a lot of people love this.
It's a
Wes
spoof.
Craven.
It's not a real horror.
It's not a horror. It's a spoof
Yeah.
on
Spoof.
horror
It's a
movies,
Scooby-Doo
actually.
movie.
It is.
It was a
This
spoof
is saying
that
that's a
people
commentary on
mistook.
horror, right?
It is a commentary on horror, for sure.
Yeah, people
Um,
people mistook it for what it was supposed
They
to
did.
be. Unfortunately.
I never
It's supposed to be
cared
a
for it.
spoof, right?
I thought it was funny, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
Like,
it's funny,
I don't
but
know why people took it so seriously.
I just
Yeah, it was
never.
meant to be funny, but people are like, "Oh, it's a great horror movie." Probably because there wasn't any horror movies at that point. They'd kind of died
Yeah,
off for a
it had
few years.
started to sort of fail out, and Scream comes in and
Mhm.
Now,
Yeah, Scream brought all that back to life. Like then I Know What You Did Last Summer came out, and all those
right.
copycats came out.
No,
Yep.
you're right. It's true. That is true. Many of them were better than that. But your next is a home invasion movie that got a lot of attention. It's from Adam Wingard. And I have seen this movie, and it's okay. You know,
That seems to be the general consensus of most of these.
Yeah.
They're either okay or they're not real horror.
or yeah. Now the Amityville Horror. This is
Yeah, I
the
love the
original.
original.
It's not bad at all.
Fucking great.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's pretty
bad at
good.
all. Yeah.
It's
Now-
creepy. It's done well.
If you put in Amityville, you will get approximately 2,843 movies. But understand that they're all just playing on the word Amityville because it cannot be trademarked.
Like Shark.
Yeah, like Shark. How many damn shark movies or clown movies? Isn't it interesting? I mean, there's so many horror clown movies. It's a genre unto itself, right? But of all those movies, it took all the way up to Art to actually get a named and remembered character. Isn't that interesting?
It's because it's
Even
actually a well-made
Pennywise.
movie
But yeah.
and not shot on a cell phone like those others.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like,
You know
Killer
those-
Clowns from Outer Space is great, but
Yeah, but that's a different category,
There's,
isn't it?
there's a what you call it, a art not
What was that?
a wannabe, the Jester. Has anyone heard of that?
No. There's
Hey.
so
Yeah,
many
that's-
horror
that's-
clown horror
That's a
movies.
brand new one coming up.
sounds familiar.
Well, I mean,
Oh, the
you know,
Jester. It's very Terrifier like.
is
Yeah,
it?
I was like, what?
Yeah. But I mean, the thing that really gets the Terrifier is the story's really well done, the pacing, the tension, the gore is outstanding. I mean, honestly, in Terrifier 2 is probably the
Yeah.
best gore scene in movie history. But the real thing that just brings it all together is Robert Howard Thornton. My
Yeah, that's it.
God,
It's
dude.
always the actor that plays the
Yeah.
character that makes it. It's
Yeah.
why Robert Englund was so good, but Freddy
That's right.
wouldn't have been good without
No,
him. It's
you're
why
100%
because his
right.
mouth movements and everything he plays in art is
It's amazing.
David
he makes it
Warner was
creepy.
supposed to be Freddy Krueger. I just learned the other day. David
What?
Warner.
That'd
Yeah,
be
that would have been
terrible.
amazing.
He was meant to be, yeah, because there was like scheduling conflicts with something else at the same time.
Yep.
Why he couldn't do it.
That's interesting.
I
But
think
Robert
they would-
Englund
they
did a
would
great
have-
job, though.
Yeah.
They wouldn't been able to escape an X rating.
He even did like the
scary.
makeup
David
test
Warner.
with it too. So he got as far as
Mhm.
that.
Oh wow, that's interesting. But yeah, now and I do love the fact that they're playing a little play on words with his name Art, because his whole goal is, and I'm not going to give spoilers, but his whole goal is literally to make the next kill more artistic and better than the last.
Did
That's
you
what
watch the
he's
Ice Nine
doing.
Kills music video? I don't know if you know Ice Nine Kills, but they do like horror metal, basically. They sing metal
No,
songs.
I
Yeah,
about
that was
horror
pretty
movies.
good, I thought.
Yeah, the Ice Nine Kills video is basically it's got art in it. It's basically just a song about him in the movies, and he's
Oh,
in it.
interesting.
And there's a bunch of deaths. It's worth watching. I'd go watch the
Oh,
video.
I
You'll
should
enjoy the music video.
I should watch that. Yeah, no, because Art's getting
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
funny.
love, and he should, and it's great. Next, we have at 41 Hellraiser, the original Telltale Heart by Clive
That should
Barker.
also be higher up.
It should be higher up, the original particularly. But yeah, it's a really, really good movie. But it's very niche though. This is an S&M movie, right?
Kind of.
Yeah,
Oh, are they going to have the keep on this?
I hope so.
Uh,
Okay, fine. The Omen, the original Omen at 40, Richard
Fucking-
Donner's
yeah, I
Omen.
loved that,
Are
man.
you
That was one of my
kidding me?
favorite movies as a kid.
What the hell's going to be at the
Omen
top of this list, dude? All these
We
great
already know.
classics
look
are
at it,
Blue
The
in
low.
Love.
Shining, Night of the Living Dead, all of the pedestrian
Nightmare on
picks.
Elm Street better be freaking high up there, though. I'll be
It
freaking
should.
annoyed if that
Of course, then
really
we
What
have
about
I haven't seen yet. The Gate.
The
The
Gate.
Gate.
The Thing
Oh, that
will
was
probably be
great
Oh, The
fun,
Gate.
dude.
What
The
about
Gate was
House?
great.
Although
House
that's
is
fun.
another great one. We got,
Troll.
of course, number 39. We have
Troll
Joel
2.
Schumacher's gay
Troll 2.
Lost
Oh,
Boys.
God, I forgot about that movie.
So goodness
Fuck
gracious,
me.
Lost Boys.
Boy.
Boy.
Yeah, but I still believe.
Yeah. What was that, Jeff?
So yeah, I still believe.
You still believe that? Fair enough. Yeah. The Babadook. This was actually a great little horror movie that came out, dude. I think it's British, isn't it?
Yep, it was
Yeah.
really good.
It was a great little movie, dude. They did a real good job with that. The original Pet Cemetery here, of course, with Fred Gwynn, and that's all you need to say. Okay.
I
I
all
did
come
enjoy
back.
that.
The two Utes.
The Utes. Yeah, no, that's great. My Cousin Vinny. If you haven't seen My Cousin Vinny, go watch that. There's some great acting going on there, dude. Blue Velvet. What? David Lynch's Blue
Yep,
Velvet?
yep. Oh, for sure.
If I was going to
Yeah.
put a David Lynch film, it wouldn't be that one.
These people are freaking high.
It is weird.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. But this is not for the faint of heart, this movie, by the way.
No, but
Shaun
it's not horror,
of
is it?
the Dead. Edgar Wright's
That's
comedy.
also not freaking horror.
No, but I love it, though. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
know, but it's like it's a different genre. It's like he said, he just said they must be high.
They're just no. I think
But,
his
Stupid.
pedestrian statement is the important point.
Yeah, I bet you
Ineffective,
Elton Costello Meet
yeah.
Frankenstein's gonna be on here too.
Probably, yeah. Let the Right One In. This is a Swedish one, not the American remake, and it is excellent.
Yeah,
It's
it's
definitely
actually
the better
creepy.
version of it.
Yeah, it's really, really good. The American one is shit. Don't bother with it. Watch the Swedish one because it kills. It's such a told story. Robert Eggers, of course, The Witch, and yeah, I
Yes.
like it.
Yeah, it was
It
pretty
was
good. I
that
enjoyed
was
that.
excellent movie.
It is an
Robert
excellent movie.
Eggers. I the last
Could've
several
drawn Black
movies
Phillip.
he has not failed.
No, he's done it.
I'm
Every
looking forward
movie
to
is
the
great.
new Evil Dead movie coming out next year. There's
Is he
two
doing?
new
Is
Evil
he
Dead
doing
movies
an
coming out.
Evil Dead? No.
No, he's not. Sorry, it's just it. Who is doing it? I did look at it. They've got some like people who haven't. They're new to it, like they did with the Evil Dead Rise. So it's gonna be like two new movies.
Mm-hmm.
A sequel to 2013, a new one, just a random one, and then Evil Dead Rise, the sequel's coming out in 2026.
I like
so basically, we
the.
got three already on the thing.
Oh,
So.
that's nice.
And a cartoon.
And a
Oh
cartoon.
yeah, and the animated as well. Yeah, dude, there's so much Evil Dead coming out. It's great.
It is great. And I like the Australian, the most recent Australian one, or was it New Zealand? Somewhere
Mhm.
down in Oceanus. It had some good stuff in it, man. I liked it. The director has a real good sense of tension and timing. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I like good horror. I mean, I like
Yeah.
good horror that's suspenseful, builds up, and then has some gore, but isn't only gore. You know.
hmm Now, of course, you
makes a
can't do
difference.
that in a movie because of the pacing and the tension that guy's creating. But I still say, if Ash showed up in the elevator scene at the end of the movie and saved the day, I would have been screaming at the TV, dude.
Yeah, we all would have been, but as we know, it would have ruined everything about
It
that
would have.
film.
It would have. Of course, 32. We have the original George Romero's Night of the Living Dead classic. How is it this
Of
low?
course. Yeah.
But yet they have Curse of the Demon above that. Are you kidding me?
No.
Unbelievable. It follows once again. It's not a bad movie, but it's about sexual transmitted diseases, is what it's really about. It's an STD movie.
A
Oh,
PSA.
fun.
Yeah, but it was
It's
like
a more.
Oh my God.
This high.
This list is null and void as Paranormal Activity.
I know. Although
God,
I have to
what?
say,
How?
Paranormal Activity, of course, here in 29. However, for kids,
Garbage.
it is freaky as shit. My son
Garbage.
was so terrified watching this movie, dude.
Your son needs help.
Yeah,
Well, he was a
he
little
needs to watch
kid.
better horror.
It's great for kids.
So
No,
was Nightmare on Elm Street and Critters.
Yeah. No, I agree, but I
They're
mean, for
kids'
little
horror
kids,
movies.
these movies are great, though, man.
I don't know how much
It's just
they do it.
people
So how long
looking
we
at
got?
blank walls for 2 hours.
Yeah, but once again,
It's like the greatest
it's a
scam
child.
ever created.
Yeah. The original Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Okay, fine.
Good one.
All right.
Which
I'd say the
ones? Yeah, that's
70s
not bad.
one.
This is the original 70s one, yeah.
Yeah,
With
that's
Donald
cool.
Yeah, with
Sutherland. No,
Donald
it's not.
Sutherland.
No, it's
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
original. It's not the original.
Yeah, it's the
What?
70s.
It is the
Donald
second
It is.
one.
It has
You're right.
Donald
It's the Donald
Sutherland.
Sutherland one. Yeah, Jeff
Yeah.
Goldblum. I enjoyed it though. In the Mouth of Madness. Once again, John Carpenter,
Yes.
Yep.
Sam Neill. Thank you. This is part of that.
And Vigo the Carpathian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called the Apocalypse.
Series,
The
yeah.
Apocalypse trilogy.
Yeah, trilogy, yeah. Now we have a much more recent movie here with Martyrs. I have seen this movie. It is rather brutal. Everyone's like, "Oh, the ending's amazing." I don't know. I think the ending's a cop out, if you ask me. I'm not as enamored with this movie as so many other people are. It's just torture porn movie, really.
Yeah, I
Hereditary.
can't stand that stuff.
Yeah. Hereditary. Number
Very
25.
creepy movie.
It is a creepy movie.
Creepy.
It is.
And I think this one deserves to be at 25.
Yeah, I think it's fine right where it is. I agree. Next we have 28 Days Later.
I love that movie.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
I
fun.
love that
Good
movie.
zombie movies.
I'm looking forward to seeing what the new one's going to be like, to be honest with you. I am-
28
Yeah, that'll be
years
interesting.
later. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It could be good. It might be not. I mean,
Cillian Murphy
could
back
go
in
either
it.
way, couldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cillian or Cillian?
No,
Cillian?
Killian.
Yeah.
Killian.
Yeah.
Killian.
It's got
He's got
Christopher
some cool
Eccleston
shit
as
coming
well.
out. It is because we get some more freaking Peaky Blinders coming out soon as
We
well.
do. Let me go over here and take a look at the art. It's been a while. Let's see how things are progressing. Alan is 100%. Oh, Lady Death's giving us some Halloween love. Thank you. Very nice. I love the pumpkin. It's so good. Amy is, I don't know what this is. I'll ask later. Okay. Eric is completing his very smug looking scarecrow. This guy's not a nice guy, I have a feeling. Yeah, I think he's a bad
He's
guy.
not bad.
I think he's a bad
He's
guy.
a good guy.
No, I don't
He's a
think
good
so.
guy.
No.
Good.
Let's
He's
see.
like
Elrod
Zorro.
is working on Prince Valiant. Nice. Okay.
Prince Valium to you, sir.
Prince Valium, that's fair. We got Charlie Brown, Woodstock, and Snoopy in action. Very nice, honey. Of course, we have Evil Dead here with Rabbit. Very nice. Get some color on it. And we got color coming on Sam. Nice. He's such a creepy little character, Sam, man. I love
I
it.
think I started with color, did I not?
All right, let's go continue. The Fly, David Cronenberg. My favorite Cronenberg movie, actually.
Yeah, I could see it at 23.
Yeah, it's a really good movie, though.
Yeah.
It's really well done. The pacing and just the fact that they just cut all the fat out of this movie, dude. I really like this
Performance
Cronenberg.
from Goldblum too.
Is amazing, and Gina Davis does a good job too. But yeah, this is my favorite Cronenberg movie. I'm sure people. Well, Naked Lunch was another one of Cronenberg's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a weird movie, but it's kind of brilliant in its own right, though. So I like this one. And they're actually the Fly comic books. Are
There's
really
comic books?
interesting. Yeah, they're really good, dude. The art is great
no
and
idea.
spooky. It's way after the fact, and the government has got a hold of this technology, and they're trying to create super soldiers, right? It's just really good. I like the comic book quite a bit. The Exorcist 3, 22. Is that too low?
Yeah, it's a good one. It's one of those
You
standout movies that people underappreciate.
It is underappreciated, but
Yeah, it is.
this is Blatty's movie, of course. And it's so good. George
But
C.
it
Scott is
top-
killer.
It's top 25. So
It is. It's a
deserves
great
its
movie.
spot there.
I like this better than the original, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It's another one of those where it's just flat out creepy from beginning to end.
Yeah. But it's also kind of
Red Dwarf too does a
oh, he is amazing, yeah.
great job.
But this movie also has a bit of a introspection about life in it as well, which is kind of interesting with a couple old men. But The Ring, this is the American remake. You're out of your freaking mind putting
How
that
the
up.
Yeah,
fuck is
that
that higher
belongs
than the
lower.
original?
Yeah,
It belongs lower.
it's way lower.
Yeah,
I
but
would
it doesn't
just
even belong on the list.
no, and I would put the original Ring here, not this one. Evil Dead 2, fair enough.
Yes.
It's great fun. This is one of Bruce Campbell's most fun movies. It's just amazing. And of course, it's pretty much just Bruce Campbell. It's
Pretty
just
much.
him. Yeah,
Bruce
and
Campbell
A
it's
few of the bits and pieces, but
yeah,
generally.
yeah, but basically, yeah. But this is a
A bunch of
fun movie.
puppets, though,
Basically,
right?
mostly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Papa Joe. Papa Joe.
Yeah, it's really good. Let's see here. The Cabin in the Woods. Excellent. Excellent, excellent,
Yes.
excellent, excellent, excellent. And it's a movie with Chris Hemsworth in it, and I'm saying it's excellent, and it is. Yeah. This is really good. This is an homage to horror movies, is what this is.
That's when Chris Hemsworth was just a guy.
He was just a dude.
That's before he was Thor.
He was just a dude. But this movie is so great. If you like horror movies, you have to watch this movie, dude. And I think it's fine in 19, but it is so good. Yeah, it's just a wonderful homage to horror movies. The Audition. Now, yeah,
that
don't
should be fucking higher. How
yeah,
is that not higher?
but this
That
movie
movie's amazing.
is brutal, dude. It's yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
think
remember the first time I watched it. Yeah.
this movie is not for
Okay.
everybody. It really, honestly, it's not. But it's another great horror movie from the Japanese, dude. Psycho. The original Psycho is 17 on this list. Uh-oh.
Really?
Yeah,
Outside, I want.
Wow.
Because Psycho 2 is better. Is that what they're saying?
Well, I'm just saying Psycho is one of the most
Mhm.
classically
Classic.
understood horror
Mhm.
movies of all time, right?
And films in general.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I just expected it to be way higher on this kind of list, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured it'd be in the top 10
Yeah.
just because of notoriety.
Oh, I see Toby Hooper is this. There it is, Poltergeist. Yeah.
Mhm.
Number 16. It is a good movie. It is.
I do like
No,
Poltergeist, yeah. That's a
Poltergeist
good
is
kids
rated
movie as
PG.
well.
This
Yeah,
is
it's a good
before they
kids
put
movie.
the shift in, yeah. This is before PG-13 was a thing.
Yeah.
Get Out. Now,
no way.
no
Never
way.
watched it.
Freaking
Looks
way.
shit.
No. Everyone was
It's
like,
just
this
the
is the
Twilight
most
Zone
amazing
episode.
thing ever. Everyone was saying, my God, it's the best movie ever. I went and watched it. I wouldn't even put this on top 100. It's not. I don't.
It's good for
Why?
people that have never seen like scary movies, basically.
Yeah, but why did it get all the hype though, dude? It's not very good movie, dude.
Was there a popular actor in it?
Well, I don't
Was the
know.
music good?
The nerve, and it was popular.
Yeah, well, Jordan Peele is a little bit of a race baiter and a black activist, and he's done a lot of movies that are all about the black activism. Some of them are very activist in nature, and others less so. But I haven't seen this guy do anything good. He put out they gave him because of the success of this movie, they gave him the reboot of Twilight Zone, and God, that sucked balls, dude.
Mhm. Yeah, you think it would have been good because Get Out is basically just an episode of the Twilight Zone.
It is. It's just a serial episode. That's right.
Probably his
But
favorite.
yeah,
Favorite
but
one.
I don't know why this movie was popular. I can only assume it's just part of the racial zeitgeist that's been going on for a while. But whatever. It shouldn't be anywhere near this. This is a dumb.
It's not even that good of a movie.
No, it's really not. It's really not. If it was a great movie, fine, right? I don't care politics, and this isn't even that bad with the politics. To be fair, not really. He's had other things that are worse. Nightmare on Elm Street, number 14, the original.
Yeah.
Should
I can see it
be.
being there.
I mean, it's one of my favorites, so I'll be biased on it. But
Yeah. Of course, it's got Heather Langenkamp in it,
Langenkamp.
and Johnny Depp dies viciously, and it's great.
It's such a good death.
Yeah, it is.
Was
good.
Jason in Space on the list?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, these people don't know what they're talking about.
No, that's fine.
Of course, there's
Ooh.
a deleted scene where Amber Heard craps on the bed right before he gets
That's right.
brutalized.
That's right.
So
That's right. Yeah. Dude, Argento's
That's how they filmed that. They
original
just did it in reverse.
Argento's original Suspiria, dude.
no, you know what?
Overrated.
The remake was way better.
You know, I agree with you. I agree. Yeah. Although the original, I think it's a good movie though. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't put it this high though.
And
But
everybody falls all over themselves for Argento, but a lot of his movies are crap. The one movie that he did do that I thought was way up there was Demons.
Demons was
I
fun.
love that.
Demons was
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Demons.
Well, this is all part of the
Oh, his
Giallo.
homage to Evil Dead, right?
Yeah. But this is all part of the Giallo stuff, and it's kind of weird how Giallo has been interpreted in English,
Mhm.
because Giallo really is talking about like, what it means is like murder mystery, right? But everyone in the West thinks it means horror. It's not really. It's not the point of it. But this, of course, is probably the most famous Giallo movie, I would say, for the mainstream
Yeah.
anyway.
I thought it meant Italian ice cream.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, there's a toe on the end of that, but that's all right. Let's move on here. Number 12, Silence of the Lambs.
Not a horror movie.
My favorite.
Not a horror
That
movie.
is not a horror, no. That's
Fun
not
movie,
a horror
though.
movie at all.
Psychological
Fun
thriller.
movie, but not a horror movie.
Yeah.
Psychological.
It's a thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
thriller.
100%.
And
It's a love story about a man and his wardrobe.
That's true. And Anthony Hopkins absolutely kills it.
And a little puppy named Precious.
But yeah, Buffalo Bill.
It's just funny. It goes on to become the police captain and monk.
Right? No, isn't that great? Isn't that great? Yeah. Although I love Monk though.
Yeah.
I mean, he does. What's his name? What's the guy who plays Monk? Forget his name.
Tony
Shalhoub.
Shalhoub.
Tony Shalhoub.
Shalhoub.
Yeah, Tony Shalhoub. He's fantastic. I've seen he was in that. What was that? I think it was the little airport on Block Island, right? Or Martha's Vineyard or something like that. And he was like a mechanic or something.
Wings.
Wings, yeah.
Nantucket.
He was also
Yeah,
in
Wings.
13
Yeah,
Ghosts.
in my area, in my stomping grounds.
He was also in the remake of 13 Ghosts.
He was, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I actually
That
prefer
was
the
good,
remake.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
I
was
love it.
pretty
Not
good.
enough dough.
I saw that at the cinemas.
Yeah, and it's got that kid from Scream in it, Matthew
Shaggy in
Lillard.
it, yeah.
Yeah, that kid doesn't get
Oh,
enough
he's
credit. I like
great.
him, dude. He's a good
Yeah, I
good
do as
actor,
well, yeah.
and he's
Yeah,
perfect
he's
casting for
become-
Shaggy.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Perfect
was
voice.
spot on for that, yeah.
We have another Romero film here at number 11, of course, Dawn of the Dead. Let me go over and look at the art real quick again, and then we'll come back and look at the top 10. Of course,
Dawn of the
here
Dead deserves its spot. I'm just going to say that.
it does. It's a good movie. I like it better than the original Night of Living Dead or Night of the Dead or whatever it's called. This is great. I love the pumpkin armor on. It's so good, so good. We have Amy putting dialogue.
Dun dun dun.
Still don't know who these are though. Have no clue. All right. Dr. Sin, the Scarecrow of Romney Marsh. I don't know this film, dude.
1963.
Guess I gotta go find it, huh? Elrod is doing an alien. Nice. We got, of course, we got Peanuts in Motion. Very nice. Thank you, honey. Evil Dead here from Rabbit. Oh, we're starting to get some glow come out of it. Nice, nice, nice. And oh, Alan, it's so great. So good, dude. Little Sam. All right, let's go look at our top 10 here. So, dun dun dun. The Blair Witch. Oh my God, dude.
That
No,
movie's
Worst movie ever made.
terrible. That's like one of the worst movies I ever got made to watch.
Why?
If that other movie's on here as well, what was that other one? The Village. If that's on here, I'm going to shoot somebody because those two movies are the worst movies my ex ever made.
I think we're
Blair
definitely.
Witch
Go ahead.
was the only thing that made the Star Wars prequels look good because it came out like at the same time as the
It's true.
Phantom Menace.
It's
And I was
true.
like, the
so
Phantom
bad.
Menace was like gold after seeing that garbage. Ugh.
It's really
Oh
not
my
a good
goodness.
movie. It's very boring and janky. I don't know why this is here in the top 10. Are you kidding me? At least it is a horror movie, though.
Is it?
Well, it's
Yeah, it's a
intended to
horror
be.
movie.
It's intended to
I
be.
don't class it as
It's a
Um,
travel log
anything.
about a horror movie.
it kind of is. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
true.
so fucking bad.
No Henry
Ugh.
Portrait of a Serial Killer. Well, it's not a horror movie though, Doug. And that's a brutal movie
Oh,
as well.
totally. it is.
We got a Roman Polanski movie here, Rosemary's Baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
It's
they
the
they
right
His
category.
life was more horror than his movies.
you know there is a precursor to there is a prequel to this movie that either just came out or is coming out. I forget what it is.
Yeah.
But it is
It's
a
like
prequel to this movie.
Apartment something something, right?
Exactly.
Apartment 7A.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. But and of course, yeah, Apartment 7A. But I don't know. I
727?
watched it. It's kind of boring, dude, for me.
It is. It's not
It's
that
got
good.
creepy old people.
Yeah, it's definitely got creepy old people, and that's a lot of those.
And it was made by a horrible person whose movies should not
We
be
smell
watched.
like mothballs.
Yeah. And Roman Polanski, of course,
You
he has
want
his,
a butterscotch candy?
he has his own problems. We got another Toby Hooper movie here, of course, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original.
Classic.
Classic. Although I think my favorite, just because it was so much fun, was the one that had Matthew McConaughey in it.
The third?
Yeah, I know it's not a good movie, but I just got a kick out of Matthew. He was funny as hell.
Renee Zellweger.
Yeah. But yeah, this movie has had some fair entries and some very, very bad ones. The recent make of it, once again, remake, we always got to remake these things. I don't know how many times they've done it with this, but it was really bad. It was really bad. Can you imagine Leatherface with intersectionality? Well, go watch it then. Sweet.
I like the, what's that, 2000s one where they advertised it as based on a true story.
Oh, right. You remember when they did that with so many movies, right? This is based on true events.
And I was like, wait, so does an old movie make it a true story? How does that work?
No
Does
basket
now.
case.
That's what sold the Blair Witch.
Well, if I
It's
remember
true.
correctly, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre had that
Was-
thing where it was based on a
Well,
true-
it was based on Ed Gein, right?
That guy.
Say that again.
Ed
Yeah,
Gein.
but
Ed Gein.
everything was based on Ed Gein,
That's fair.
including Psycho.
That is fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
Doug says no basket case. Yeah, right. No street trash. Right. No trauma. I agree.
Street
I agree.
trash.
Basket case was great.
No, the Blob remake.
Well, let's see.
I haven't seen Hills Have Eyes yet either.
No,
Oh, God,
right?
Yeah, Hills Have Eyes.
Jaws.
Yeah, I can see
Okay.
that.
I mean, okay, sure. That's
Yeah,
a good
just good.
horror.
Yeah.
It's a kid's horror, but it's a horror.
Yeah, but it hits well. It's
It's a
fun
monster
movie.
Yeah, I
It's a
enjoy
monster
it,
movie.
definitely.
American
You
Werewolf
barely
in
see
London.
the monster. Just like
Number
That should be
6.
like
Oh, yeah.
number.
Actually,
oh, I suppose it's
yes.
high enough. Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
our comedy.
that movie
but
is freaking.
I'll take it.
Although it's very amusing as well. I suppose,
Mm.
yeah. It's not exactly a horror either, is it?
John
The bit with
Landis.
the dreaming out and there's that the Nazi thing was so freaking.
He got in
And
a
it's
little
got
bit of
Jenny
trouble,
Gunner
didn't
in
he?
it.
He just killed a guy with a helicopter. Whatever.
Well, 2 kids. We shan't count though because they're Asian. So but
and they weren't.
yeah.
Yeah, they weren't legal. So he was like,
Yeah.
"It don't matter."
The original Halloween. See, I disagree. I think Rob Zombies is better.
Nah,
Well, I think
I like the
they got their own merits.
Yeah.
You know.
I
'Cause
just
I don't hate the Rob Zombie one either. I think it's good, but it's
I just
different.
think he killed the whole concept of Michael Myers. I just think he did a great job.
I don't.
He's the only one that did a good like kind of reboot of that kind of horror
Yeah,
because the
yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street one, why even bother?
Unless you
And
want to watch
the Friday the 13th one
H2O.
was stupid.
Yeah.
I remember that was funny.
So
Well, here's
dumb.
Wasn't very good.
here's the
Yeah.
I
thing.
saw that in the theaters.
Oh,
Oh no,
sorry
did
for
too.
you.
Lucky.
Sorry for you. And of course, then
The
with
only
the
good
early
part about
Halloween.
seeing HBO in the theaters is we snuck into Blade across the hallway, and that was amazing.
No, Blade's not on here. This is crazy. Well, not yet. But of course, Then Halloween after the original two went into the Thorn series. What the fuck, dude? It's so much nonsense, dude. And then this current trilogy remake, which sucks balls. It's not. It's like a Lifetime drama with Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, what the hell, dude? Um,
Yeah, Hallmark presents.
yeah, dude. What the hell are you people doing? Go away. Maniac Cop. Good point, Alpha Proto.
Fucking love that movie.
It's so good. There's
Maniac
so many
Cop is
movies.
great.
Yeah, Exorcist. All right, fine.
All right.
Now, the cultural impact of this movie, you cannot deny, dude.
Mm-hmm.
No, Exorcist is pretty good. I enjoyed The Exorcist.
Yeah.
I mean,
It started
I
the
went to cinema to see it
Satanic
when it got
Panic, right?
re-released.
It was. It was. They
Is
were
it the
very-
thing that started the Satanic Panic?
It might have been. It was so effective.
I feel like
dude.
it is.
So effective. But number 4. All right, so let's see what the top 3 is here. The Thing.
That was Molly Crew in their
No
girl
freaking
makeup.
Thank
Kolchak
you.
on here.
No, dude, the thing would be there.
Well, I
Yep.
do love The Thing, though. It is a great movie.
Thing is
No,
great
there's no
movie.
Kolchak. You're right, Jeff. It's not right.
Yeah, I'm freaking
It's
pissed.
wrong.
Yeah,
These people are high.
they are. But The Thing is a good movie, though. I do like it. Sorority Babes and Slime Bowl Bolorama. Actually, Doug,
Bolorama, yeah.
that's a great movie, actually. I know it sounds dumb with the title, but it's actually great fun, that movie. And it's bloody as hell.
Great Stephen.
Number 2, The Shining. You guys are right. It's up here. That means I'm right then. Yeah, Alien. So
What's number 1? Critters 2?
Sounds a horror.
No, Alien. There are
Yeah.
a lot of misfires in this list.
there are,
Yeah.
and let's see if Frank is responsible again. I have a feeling
So
Frank's.
Blackula?
I think it's Frank. Nope.
Yeah,
it's
where's
not.
Blackula 2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
where's
Boogaloo.
Blackula? Yeah, that's fair. But these lists are
Or
always wrong.
Blackula means Blackenstein.
Blackenstein is great.
To be fair, I'm surprised Phantasm made the list. It's so niche, right?
There's so many movies they didn't make the list, which
I know.
makes me
Phantasm,
not understand humanity.
Well,
I mean, it's
Phantasm is iconic. I could see that.
it is great, but dude, there's no Bram Stoker's Dracula on here.
Phantasm.
no,
Balls.
that's actually crazy.
No
or
version
any
of
Hammer
it.
horror of any kind.
Did we see no Hammer movies? I don't even know. Did we saw what one vampire movie with Lost Boys? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Adam Vaught.
It's
Adam
crazy.
Vaught.
It's
The Lost Boys
crazy.
shouldn't have
This is like when you. This is like when you date a girl who says, "Oh yeah, I like horror movies," and then you see her
Mhm.
video collection, you're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
They're all PG-13.
They are.
I gotta. My grandma's on fire. I'll be back."
Okay.
Oh God.
Go fix
That's
that.
the Northern
Um,
Lights.
Oh, I mean,
That's what-
no, I mean, like when you're on that date, you know. I don't mean
fair.
right now.
That
That's
old
Ooh, knock on wood.
That's fair. Let's see here. All the
Oh,
effort.
look, Granny's lit herself on fire again. Gotta go.
That's odd. All that effort to list 100 and not that many iconic movies. I agree, Alpha. Tourist Trap, yeah. No, there's so many movies that could be on here. And it's just.
No,
I
But
mean,
Hell,
The
Hell?
Woods could have been on there. I mean, that was
well,
a good movie.
the
as well.
problem is these people don't know horror movies.
Clearly not. No.
Yeah.
Never watched
That's
a
the
horror
problem.
movie in their
Yeah, you
life.
needed to go on like Sutter's top 100 or something, not
You know, there's
IMDb.
No, I
Well,
chose that intentionally because I know it was going to be wrong. I could have went
What
to an
about the
actual
AFI's top 100 horror?
or Shutter or something like that. It would have been better.
Yeah,
But I
right.
chose this one because it's more mainstream, more pedestrian, as Elrod put it. And I know we're gonna
Mhm.
we're gonna yell at it because it's stupid. All right. Anyway, Jeff.
Oh, we did it already.
Very nice.
Bravo.
That was
It's great.
terrible.
Awesome.
Was
No,
that
well-
the original version or the disco version?
I think it was the disco version. And nothing says horror more than Star Wars. Good job.
It was Night on Bald Mountain, but whatever.
I was gonna say that just that's yeah. Never mind.
No,
That
that's
was the
from
only song
it's
that
from
John Williams
Fantasia.
did.
Just
It is from Fantasia, and also Evil the Cat's theme tune in Earthworm Jim game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Honestly,
Doublings.
some of the best horror movie music ever made is from John Carpenter, though. I mean, he
That's
is
'cause
good,
John
really
Carpenter
good
knows
at
what he's
that.
doing.
Yeah, he does. Really, really good. Anyway, let's go unless we talk about Ghosts of Mars, which we shouldn't do, which we're not going to do. Ice Cube just screams horror to me. You know. Anyway, let's go over here and take a look at the art. But nevertheless, let's start with Amron, and he has done a great Lady Death. The pumpkin is really what seals it for me. It's such a good looking pumpkin, and she's good looking too. What do you think, Jeff?
Mm.
Yeah, that's it's quite bulging pumpkin there.
It is. It is very
Pumpkin.
bulgy pumpkin.
Bulging, lots of
pumpkin.
girth and size.
Yep,
and
yep,
the stems
yep.
right
Yeah.
near her.
Yeah. That, of course, she has something to rest her load upon, which is
Yeah.
important because back problems is a real serious problem.
Once you hollow out those things, it doesn't leave a lot of internal structure.
That
to,
is
you
true.
know, like
That is true. Yeah. Blue Moon says, no, the
Halloween
best movie
magic.
soundtracks are always made by John Carpenter's horror or not. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, John Carpenter is really good at soundtracks, dude. Although my favorite soundtrack of all time, I know everyone's going to put it up, throw a hissy fit, is Rockstar.
I don't know that movie.
I don't know.
Marky
I always
Wahlberg?
like the Crow. The Crow soundtrack's freaking fantastic.
That is good,
But I'm sure
The Crow
but that's more
gold standard.
punky. No, it's a Mark Wahlberg movie, sure. He's not singing in it, but it's basically it's kind of rockumentary sorta of Judas Priest.
Steel
Kinda.
Is
Dragons.
it based on a real thing?
It's based
loosely
upon
based off of
the politics of
Ripper
Judas
Owens.
Priest. Yeah.
No, it's based off of I think the
Ripper
Ripper
Owens.
Owens
Yeah, coming
story.
in. Yeah. But the soundtrack is so good because they couldn't get the rights, I guess. So they had to create all their own music for it. So it's like all original music, and it's so good.
I like that they had a vision for something, and if they couldn't get someone to go along, they just went, "We're gonna do it anyway."
Yep.
So,
No, it's really good.
we're doing
All
it.
right. Well, if you like what Armor has done, please vote for him to straw poll. Now, Amy, you're going to have to do some explaining because I don't know what this is.
Yeah, this is gonna
You got
require
some
some
explaining
explaining.
to do.
Okay, all right, so has always heard of Veggie Tales?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, so the man who created Veggie Tales, he went on to make a series of puppet shows that teach like Bible stories and things like that. This is the shortened version. And it's kind of funny, but we've just kind of been in touch, and over X number of years, and we always get in touch, usually around the holidays. So I've been in the habit of just sending a picture of his characters from the puppet show dressed up as different characters for Halloween. So I'm like, oh, it's Halloween, so time to finish up my drawing of Phil and get that sent off to him, and just check and see how he's doing. And I'm like, oh, you know what? This is the theme was whatever you wanted for Halloween. I'm like, this is probably one of my favorite Halloween traditions is to do this drawing of I've been doing sci-fi characters, so it's his characters is Buck Denver, who's a reporter, and Marcy, the girl there with the camera, who's the cell phone with the little eye on it, and she's like the stage manager for their show, because they do like a little don't flip around a show. So it's like they teach some lessons, they read letters. So it's kind of like Veggie Tales, but a different puppet cast and kind of things like that. So yeah, every year I just do a drawing of their characters dressed up as different characters from some kind of a movie. I've been doing sci-fi stuff. So this is from Space Odyssey. So it's just got their parachute is on backwards, Buck, and he's just laughing over it. So I thought that would be kind of fun. So I guess Marcy's dressed up as Hal. That's the robot, the computer's name, right? Yeah. Dave is the report, or the fellow, the spacesuit fellow, and then Hal's the computer. So yeah. So I just figured that's the best way I could figure out to do a costume for Hal is just to wear kind of like a dark leotard and then just have the little eye thing on your phone and hold it up to your face. Like, okay, that's your Hal costume. Usually I give her really costumes she didn't try too hard on. Like, oh, okay, because she's a little busy, but comes pretty close. And then he's got a little spacesuit on there. And when I was looking at the costume or the spacesuit that guy had on, it looks like he had a parachute on the wrong way to me. So I'm like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So
Okay.
that's what I ended up doing, and I really like the way the colors came out and the shapes. It's really nice.
I am very confused.
Yeah,
I love
Okay. Next time that you want to do a Bible story for Halloween, why don't you do the resurrection of Lazarus?
dude.
that. But it's
At least I get
kind
that
of
because I don't get what this is. But I understand Hal in Space Odyssey.
Yes.
I understand that.
Okay.
Cool. All right, Jeff, what do you think about this? The art's great.
Yeah, great art.
Yeah.
Seriously, great art.
It is. You confused us though. You
Uh,
did.
subject.
So rebellious,
A
Amy.
lot of like little horror things in the Bible that you can
There are a
do.
lot of
Oh,
horror
yeah.
things you do in the Bible. I was being gentle with the Lazarus one. Yeah.
Didn't Doug TenNapel have something to do with VeggieTales too?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, I think
He was the showrunner
Yeah.
when it
He
was
did
on
the
Netflix.
reboot, right?
Oh
on
wow.
one of the remakes. Yep.
That's cool. Very good. All
So
right.
yeah.
Well, if you like what Amy's done, please vote for the straw poll. It's very cute art. Let's go over here and take a look and see what Eric has done. He's done Pumpkinhead. Thank you.
I was going to originally do this, but I ended up doing it earlier in the week. So
Well, I'm happy that someone did Pumpkinhead. Once again, not on the list. How?
yep, nope. Here's what I did tonight.
Not that great.
Dr. Sin, the Scarecrow of Romney Marsh. Is it a good movie?
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but it kind of creeped me out when I was a kid. So I don't. It's not horror by any means, but he just looks creepy.
It's
I
like
like,
the Shadow, but set in Revolutionary time.
Oh, is it like Swamp Fox?
Yeah. But it's in,
Kind of, yeah.
Great Britain, though. It's in Romney Marsh, and there's 3 guys. It's set in the mid 1700s. It's based on books written in the early 1900s.
Okay, cool.
That's
Disney did it,
awesome.
of all people.
Disney
Yeah,
did it.
there's a Disney in '63, I think. Yeah.
Wow. I do like it though. It is cool looking. So Jeff, what do you think? Jeff,
Say it again. Say it again.
what do you think
like
about
it.
Eric's offer today?
I like it. I vaguely remember this movie, but I can't put my finger on when I've seen
It
it.
has Patrick McGoohan.
That doesn't help.
That didn't help at all.
That
But
classic,
The
yeah.
prisoner. He's the prisoner.
if you guys like what Eric has done, please vote for the straw poll. The Pumpkinhead was great.
That's awesome.
That was great.
Oh,
So
thanks.
let's see what Elrod has done for us today. Go ahead, Elrod. We got a nice Adam there. Oh, look.
Yeah, I did a little blah. I started with a Solomon cane because Puritans and Halloween.
That's true.
Yeah.
The one I finished was Mr. Dark of
Yep.
Cougar and Dark's Carnival. Something wicked this week.
Oh yeah. That was it.
Something wicked this way
Burning the
comes. Right?
year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that a Stephen King book?
No.
No, it's a good writer, Ray
Hey.
Bradbury.
Yeah, that's right.
Ray Bradbury. Yeah, no, Ray's great. That's true.
Ray-
And Ray
And
is
that should have
crazy
been on the
prolific.
list of. And that should have been on the list of top movies too, because that movie is unbelievably good.
Yeah, that was a fantastic movie.
Something wicked this way comes. Yeah, that is pretty good. Actually,
And you gotta find it physical media because it has completely been yoinked from every streaming service.
Why?
Really?
Wait, I mean, you can
I
just
don't know.
download it.
Disney hates it.
It's weird. Now, wasn't there a Stephen King movie about a wizard who comes to a town to get an apprentice?
There's Needful Things, which is a complete ripoff of Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Yeah,
Storm
no,
of the
that's why I was
Century.
thinking about
Yeah.
Storm of the Century. That was King, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually like that. But evil things and the something wicked this way comes is certainly way better. Warlock. Oh God, you're right, Alpha Proto.
Yeah, that's another one. That's a freaking
Jeez,
fantastic
Warlock was great.
movie.
Even the
It is
sequel was
Ruling the
fantastic. Yeah.
Hyper
I
Saiyan.
actually don't
Yeah.
understand why Evil Dead Rise wasn't on the list. to be
Leprechaun?
honest with
Did
you.
we have
But-
Leprechaun?
Oh,
No,
Leprechaun.
no Leprechaun.
Leprechaun.
In
Well, I wouldn't say
space
that was a
or in the
great
hood?
movie. To be
no,
fair,
it's not. It's not. But it's
Not
for
the
our
first one, but
generation.
I do love it. but-
Leprechaun in the Hood. There's a sequel to that.
That's true. That was a good one. Yeah. Anyway, if you guys like what Elrod has done, please vote for him in the straw poll. Very nice. See, I got to go watch the something with this Wicked This Way Comes again though, because that was good, dude.
Most of my stuff was in the draw along because I did it before the show because I didn't know if I was going to be here.
Oh, okay.
I was busy.
I'll grab those in a minute. Let's go see what Honey has done. Go ahead, Honey. Let it roll.
Okay. Oh, am I? Can you see me?
I can.
Is it
I'm
working?
just waiting for you to let it roll.
Oh, okay.
Hit the action button. There we go.
Oh, this is it's
I'm
not.
trying to straighten it. I'm trying to straighten it out.
It doesn't need. I think it's better not straight, to be honest with you. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Out trick or treating with Charlie Brown and Snoopy. Who is Snoopy dressed as? The Red Baron, probably, right?
Strong bad. There's two main Halloween traditions in our household: Charlie Brown and Strong and Homestar Runner.
Strong? Could you please be more specific? What do you mean strong?
Homestar
Strong
Runner.
So
Homestar Runner?
one person at a time. Say it again, honey.
Okay, Snoopy is Strong Bad from Homestar Runner.
I have
Homestar Runner
no
was
idea. I have no idea
You
what
have
you
no
just
idea
said.
what that is.
Strong, bad from home. What?
Where the internet came from.
Yeah, something random that I've never heard of.
The internet was
Yeah.
created by the scientists at CERN, not Al Gore. Please explain what that is, please, honey. I have no clue.
Yes, sir. It is a Flash cartoon series
Okay.
that was very popular on the internet in the early 2000s,
Okay.
around like maybe 2005, 2010 or so.
It's like pre times.
Yeah.
Let's see, how best to describe it? It's a very abstract kind of goofy cartoon. So the website's still up. You can go to homestarrunner.com
Yes.
and check out their cartoons. The strong bad emails are the most popular part of the series. But
Oh.
every Halloween, they would do a special Halloween cartoon where other characters would dress up like different characters, or dress up like other characters, go trick or treating, play pranks on each other, and it's a great tradition. The other
Nice.
great, oh man, I forgot his face. But the other great tradition with Homestar Runners, Strong Bad would always make a running commentary on fans who would submit costumes that they would do, dressing themselves up as Homestar Runner character.
those are funny.
Yeah. If you look really carefully, you can see Charlie Brown is dressed in a red shirt with a white star taped on it.
That is amazing.
Oh, I see. I get it.
love
I
it.
get it.
I love it.
Yeah, I actually I came to YouTube much later than most people. My wife was watching YouTube before she would watch music videos. I really only been on YouTube a decade, I say.
I don't remember
Oh.
stuff like that. I remember rathergood.com, but that was actually a website that had Flash animation on it. But that was really
Yeah.
almost trying to be offensive. It was really funny.
Right. Well, in
This
the vein of what she's talking about, I do remember the Doogie Howser guy doing some mad scientist thing.
Oh yeah, that was the shoot. He did a whole musical.
Yeah, those are funny videos.
Horrible.
But I
Not
came
him.
I came YouTube way late though. I really did.
Bag of
Now
rocks.
you're a superstar.
Not horrible.
No, not really.
Neil Patrick.
But once I did find YouTube, I realized the amazing thing that was going on, and the stuff that
Yeah.
we do and a lot of other people that do for that get all the views, they're kind of useless shit, to be honest with you.
It is.
YouTube's real strength is stuff that teaches you things like carpentry, electronics, whatever.
How to's,
Yeah, it's an amazing resource.
recipes.
recipes.
It's
It's
true.
just
There's a lot of
amazing.
cool stuff out there. All the big stuff is all crap.
It is.
Mhm.
But the just plethora of knowledge that you can gain from YouTube is impressive.
Oh yeah.
And I'm
Whatever you
kind
want to figure out how to do.
well,
Someone made a video on it.
I'm kind
Or
of
like
glad you have
phone
people
repair stuff.
like us, and there's so many way bigger than us, way bigger than us, that take all the heat, because we're the ones who get shadow banned. We're the ones who get, all the nonsense that goes on with YouTube is going to these bigger channels like Louder Crowder or what have you. They take all that flack, all that energy from the idiots at Google, and they don't pay attention to the little things that are just showing you how to do stuff, and that's great.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we need that stuff. But this is great. If you like what Honey has done, please vote for her in the straw poll and vote for early internet. There you go. Let's see here. Let's go take a look at Rabbits here, Jeff. Now this is from
I
Evil
need a
Dead.
break. Also, I didn't have as much time as everybody else, so
That's
take
right.
it
It looks
easy
great
on
though,
me.
dude. Looks really good.
Better,
Yeah, it's really nice.
better
Yeah.
than me. Look at it that way.
And it is a fun movie. Yeah, Evil Dead Rise. It is a fun movie.
This is the second one they've done.
Yeah.
Done one before.
It is the second one I've done, yes, because I didn't know what else to do because we were early.
No, I think it's great. And like I said, that director who directed Evil Dead Rise, I keep my eye on that guy. And I don't say that
yeah,
because of the
Alien.
great eye thing they
He's
do in the movie.
Isn't that the
he's
guy?
doing in
Didn't he direct the Alien movie?
no. That
Same
was the
guy,
guy who
or-
did 2013 Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I keep
This
an eye on
guy's the
this
one who
guy.
would do the next Captain Marvel movie.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Ew. But he's got great. I like his pacing. I like his sense, his vision. I think we're going to see some good things out of him, dude.
Yeah,
really
Captain
do.
Marvel.
Yeah. Oh God.
Marvelicious.
Oh my God. But another company to keep an eye on is Neon. Neon has made some really good stuff. You had Gretel and Hansel. You had Pig. You had Long Legs. I'm sure they've done other stuff, but that's another company to keep an eye on. They make good horror movies, dude. Little indie stuff. It's nice. Anyway, Jeff, you have an opinion?
No, I always like our rabbit stuff.
Yeah,
And
it
it
is
looks
good.
great.
Mm. Well, if you guys like it, please vote for the straw poll. All right, let's go here and take a look. I have to go over and grab some other stuff. I think I know Rosa and we got Two Banana Mike. Are you here, Two Banana? You've been real quiet.
Yeah, well, you guys were talking, so I'm not going to interrupt.
You
Oh,
should
did he have
interrupt.
some?
No,
Did he have
I did a
something?
quick.
I didn't see
I
him
got
on
a
the-
quick. Don't worry about the straw poll. I just did a quick doodle, so it's in the draw along if you want to
Okay.
go to it.
I'll
Otherwise,
grab it.
I
I'll grab it.
like
Yeah.
it.
But it's okay, Mike. You can interject at any time and said, "Shut up, old man," and then do your thing.
yeah. So, hey, old man, I've only been here for about 10, 15 minutes. I did a quick sketch.
There. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's go take a look at Alan's here. Now, Alan has done Trick or Treat, the little anthology glue character called Sam. And like I said, the best part of that movie is this character. Although they're fine. Little stories are cute. They're good. Although I kind of I feel the original VHS, there's little stories. They had like 4 or 5, right? I kind of preferred those stories, and of course, Creep Show and Tales from the Crypt. There's so many anthology horror movies out there, to be fair. But this
The
one is cute.
ABCs of horror.
If,
That's a good
if
one.
I remember this
Yeah.
one, if I remember correctly, it was this movie that had all those stories that were interconnected, but they were all kind of out of sequence.
Maybe. Yeah, no, yeah, it was a little bit jumbly of the movie, but the
But no,
individual
I
stories are
actually
fine.
liked that though. I actually liked that though.
But this character was cool as shit, though, dude. Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
the ABCs of horror, that has some really brutal stuff in it, actually.
It has like two really, like the stories vary, right? Because there's like 26 little films,
Yeah, they are.
and
They
they
basically
go
gave
from like
each
to
to really
and when
good.
they're
Yeah.
great, they were like,
Yeah.
whoa.
No, the concept of that is that they have 26 letters in the alphabet, and they gave a different
Mhm.
director a letter and said made a horror short, and they did. Yeah. So
I really like the way the pieces of the jack-o'-lantern are rendered. They all have kind of remember the curve that they're on, but they've scattered nicely, and it's
They
just
did.
makes some really cool shapes.
Yeah, no, it does. It looks great. What do you think, Jeff?
I like it. I love it.
It looks like a baby David Cronenberg from that Clive Barker movie. Nightbreed.
Nightbreed. Now, that's
Oh,
another movie
yeah.
wasn't on the list. That was a great movie, dude. I love that movie.
Yeah, that's true.
God,
Yeah,
these
the button
people.
eyes and the
painting
zipper
it.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so creepy. Like that was the best part of that movie. I was like, why doesn't he have his own movie?
Yeah, no, he was great. Yeah, and then
Like
of
the
course
most iconic looking
real
character.
and they resurrected him as
Mhm.
a supernatural resurrection with it at the end as well. But the guy who had lost all his hair. Nevertheless, if you like what Alan has done, please vote for him the straw poll. All right. Oh yeah, here's the other one. Oh, look at that. That's great. Oh Jesus, rabbit.
Don't forget
That's so
Rosa.
good. I'm not going to. So let me go over here and grab stuff. And
Okay.
let's come here. Let's go into the draw along. And let's see what we got. Okay, we got something from Bill. Is that for today? Yeah, it is. We got something from Bill. We get I got some stuff from Elrod. We got JD. I don't know why he doesn't come in anymore. We get
Yeah.
Elvira Icon. Vincent Price. Good job, Elrod. I like it. Doug, of course. We have more JD. We got some. Gabrielle gave us some stuff. Nice.
Doug Williams, he has the monsters.
He does. Wow, there's so much stuff today. Thank you guys very much, dude. Jeez. Here we go. Here's Rosa. So Rosa has done a Easter for Halloween. Thank you very much, Rosa.
It's not.
Yeah.
If monsters want to do trick or treat, do they dress like scary children?
Okay. It's a rabbit.
It's what I had. It's all I got. Okay.
It's
I've
a
got a house
rabbit.
full of people, and I took time to do this weird thing.
You
I'm
did.
still
You
psyched
did.
about the whole Strombo thing. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes. So we have a werewolf rabbit with its intense claws, and it's going to
Were
kill
rabbit?
you. Yeah. Yes. Very
I
good.
guess it is what it is. I don't know. I just drew it. I don't
No,
know
it's
what it
creepy.
is.
It's effectively good for Halloween because it's creepy. Yeah, it's very nice.
And
All right. What do you think, Jeff?
It's so creepy. I think I just crap myself.
There you
Really?
go. And it's not his incontinence either.
It looks like the Cabbage Patch Kids are coming to kill you.
Yes, no, it does. Yes. Cabbage Patch Kids. Hey, Bill. All right.
Hello.
If you guys
Yeah,
like what
man.
Rosa's done, please vote for her in the straw poll. So you guys go vote, and I'm going to take a look at draw along. We got a ton of stuff to look at today. So first, let's look at Two Banana Mics, and I rather love it. It is really nice. Unfortunately, it's coming up on the other side, so I've got to do everything manually, of course.
Hey, Chester, I
Yeah.
got two pieces in there. There's one before Rosa's post and one after.
Yes, they're both great.
The sketch is new. The other one is a finished piece that's old.
That's fine. I'm going to show it in turn. I do love this piece, though, and I know that character, and I can't remember his name.
What character?
The one with the big ears.
Looks like an old Alfred E. Newman.
That's my self-portrait, dude.
Oh, perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You're a handsome man.
Perfect.
That's. I'm glad my wife is blind.
About the sun.
Okay. And here we go. This is another one here from Two Banana Mike. Free candy. Sweet. Bring on the root canal. Very nice. Superman costume there. Got his pumpkin to fill. Very nice. Very nice.
Mhm.
That actually looks kind of like me. It's creepy.
The pumpkin or the guy?
No, the pumpkin, of course. Yeah. Let's see here. So thank you very much, Mike. Doug's guys, I'm gonna have to come back because there's so much Doug stuff here that I'm not sure which is
Oh
on
my
Twitter
God.
and which is not. But let's take a look at Elrod's stuff. Of course, he's given us the proper Blackula. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
What?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Blackula. Or is that
Rock
Manos,
Blackula?
the hand of evil? I don't know.
No,
End of fate.
that's
Get it right.
Xandor Barkov, the from Dracula versus Frankenstein.
Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. We got Bride of Frankenstein here in color. Interesting.
Pretty.
I love it. It's beautiful color.
Mm-mm.
We have Count Orlov here. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Funny teeth.
Good job. Good job.
Very cool.
Jason Gonzalez has given us a Adam from Frankenstein.
Oh, that's lovely.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I like the scrolling lines. Very
It
nice.
is nice. Yeah. Good job. We have Gabby has given us a couple of them here.
Oh.
Sorry couldn't make it again tonight. Here's some art I did last Halloween for Eric Ninoltowski. Happy Halloween,
I love
friends.
it.
That is great. It's like a little pin
Nice.
up there. Of
Glad to
a,
hear from you, Gabby.
oh,
Hope you're doing
absolutely.
well.
I love
Gabby has
Gabby.
a fan club in Virginia, by the way.
Oh, does she?
Cute
What?
shoes.
Well, she deserves it. So these are very Chinese.
Wow.
She has a Chinese shoes and outfit. This is a Chinese jumping or hopping ghost with a Japanese wakizashi. I don't understand the combination,
I
Gabby.
think she's a character like in one of the Street Fighter derivatives. She's a ghoul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can't remember if it was Night Stalkers or something.
Night Stalkers, maybe. It feels more Night Stalker. He looks great though.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
good.
it's really
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We got a piece here from JD, and JD has got Iron Man and Thor. I don't know. What does it say? Well, actually,
Oh, it's
got draw along done after all, and Aliens versus Vampires won. What?
A
Yay.
beefy vampire.
Yeah, squeezing a pimple. Alien head.
The Vambro.
Oh, I see.
Vambra.
Okay. We
Vambra.
have. I'm going to have to come back and take a look at Doug's stuff because there's so much from Doug today. We'll
He
see.
is
I'll go to
absolutely
Twitter and I'll come
fire.
back over. Now, Elrod is giving us a lot of love here.
He did.
This is great. This is great.
So much love.
Yeah, so much love. Of course, here we
So much,
have the
way too
master
much, man.
himself, Vincent Price, of course. So
I
great.
love
Such
you.
a, well, Vincent was such a nice human being, right?
He really was.
Yeah.
Mm.
Of course, Elvira. Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Vincent Price knew about the mildew in your shower.
Absolutely.
I can't remember this actor's name, Elrod. What's his name?
I know.
Which one? Paul Lind.
Paul Lind.
He's like all four Golden Girls in one person.
He is. Now, Paul Lind is in a bunch of stuff. And but my favorite thing for him is in Hollywood Squares.
If you haven't seen the Paul Lind Halloween special, YouTube it. The greatest thing you'll ever watch.
What
Which
is it?
one?
The Paul Lind Halloween special. It's on YouTube.
Oh,
Paul
It's
Lind.
the
Oh
TV
my God.
debut
Paul Lind. Yes.
the TV debut of a little band called Kiss. Kiss.
Oh,
It sounds
Really?
like a nice thing. Sound like fine young men. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's back in those
And
days
high
where don't
heels and
ask, don't
makeup.
tell.
Makes sense.
Paul is a famous
Well, it's-
early homosexual, just so you guys know.
What?
Yeah.
He's in Charlotte's Web.
No way.
Oh, he's great. I love
Next
Paul
thing
Lind.
you'll tell me is Rock Hudson was gay. Good
No,
Lord.
never. Yeah. Let's see here. Elrod has given us some more love, even. Another Count Orloff coming through a doorway. Very nice.
That's
JD
nice,
says,
yeah.
here's my draw along. Sadly, I didn't feel like drawing on my PC tonight. You've given us two. So this is Spawn.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see here. In case I don't make it, here is Chester D. Gilman, Swamp Jazz. Thank you. Thank you.
Attorney at law.
Attorney at law. Very, very nice. And of course, Bill threw up a little skull guy here. He's for something he's working on. So very nice. Very nice. A lich coming through a portal. Very, very nice. Let me go grab over to Twitter. I might have to come back here. But let me go find Doug's stuff on Twitter and see what I need to. Yes, I know something went wrong. It always goes wrong. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can find anything Halloween cute. I don't even know what to say about this picture. I mean, honestly. Jill Biden dressing up as a panda for Halloween is peak demonic symbolism. It is. Yep.
Wait,
Did you
is
see
he
him
dressed
biting
up
the
as a
babies?
panda, or is a dog dressed as a panda?
No. Biden was biting those babies like a horse bites a pumpkin, y'all. Did you see this?
He's
Yes,
always
I
been
did.
creepy with kids, Rosa.
Was
He's been doing
biting
this
them,
for.
biting
If if you know the
He was trying
symbolism
to
of
eat a
panda
baby.
eyes and him biting babies
crap.
afterwards, this is the most messed up thing ever.
Yes.
What?
Oh,
You're gonna
crap.
have to
Didn't
tell me
you
about the
know?
symbolism of panda eyes
Oh,
now, because I
crap.
have no clue.
No.
Well,
Let's wait
the
for
girls
we're,
have to
we're off
cover
the
their
air.
ears. It's pretty graphic.
Is it
Yeah,
really
it's
that
very
bad?
graphic.
Oh shit!
It's very bad.
I never heard of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But then
geez.
again, I am quite
Oh,
ignorant on
jeez.
things like that for some
Chester,
reason.
Chester, I just learned about it today. We'll tell you off air.
Dude, these guys are teaching me all kind of stuff I don't want to know
Yeah, you don't
Neither
want
did
to.
I.
all the
And
time.
then I found out.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. The most creative Halloween costumes ever. Number 1, Carrie Halloween costume. I do love it though. That is great. That is great.
That's cool.
Good job, girl. You go. That's great. I love people when they get creative and inventive with Halloween costumes. It's so neat. Yeah. One of the best Halloween costumes I ever saw actually came out of Karate Kid and the guy who was dressed as the shower curtain.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was clever.
Yeah,
It
it was
was
very
Danny.
clever.
Yeah,
That was Daniel's son.
Yeah, it was great
I've
though.
done
that
some
was
good
Daniel.
Halloween costumes. Have you ever dressed like scared children as Halloween? You know, like properly scared.
Oh
them?
no, sure. I when I first
Like
came here,
I've done the whole zombie thing, like covered myself in like made movie fake blood and stuff, and then had severed limbs, and then shook their hands, and they take the limbs out, and it scares the shit out of me.
it does, yeah. But no,
Oh,
for
yeah,
for
To
a
make it
dec
look real, though, obviously.
for like a decade when I first came to Japan, I ran a Halloween party with a haunted house and costume contests and all that kind of stuff when I first came
And
here.
Halloween
And
should be about scaring the shit out of
it
kids.
should be. And one of the best scares I had in all that time, I built the I built the haunted house on the stage in the elementary schools, right? And I had these walls I built that I could move around and set up a maze, right? You know, as you do, right? But of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
I could move all the walls, and I have a few of us in there to scare people as they come through. And I had like this big black cloak. My wife had grayed my face out, dark gray, right? And I was, because I'm very tall, so I can see over these walls. And I see a mom and a daughter. The daughter is just shuffling along. The mom's holding her by the shoulder, shuffling behind her. They're both terrified. So I came out from behind, opened the wall. I came out from behind it, moved like a ninja, as I do, very quietly. And I just
Great
took
white
my
ninja.
cloak. Yeah, exactly. I took my cloak, I wrapped it around the mother, picked her up, and took her behind the wall. Baby.
It's great.
Dude, that mother lost her shit. The little girl was just standing there petrified, screaming. It was wonderful.
Yeah, that's how it should
Ruined
be.
the childhood.
Yeah,
Oh my
trauma for life, dude. It was
That's what it
so
should be
good.
like, man.
Yeah,
That's
hilarious.
Halloween. That's
I got
horror.
yelled at.
That's good.
It was awesome.
Yeah, but
Did you
that's
get yelled at?
who cares, right? That
I know
was
I
good.
didn't care at all. It was funny.
That sounds
Um,
fucking awesome.
Let's see here. Is this going to be cute and or funny? I don't know. Okay, that didn't look. That was almost got hit by a car.
Oh,
What are you
it's had
doing?
all the highlights. This freaking
Yeah.
painting.
Okay, this is just politics shit.
Dude, that's what you're going to see on Twitter. at the minute,
Yeah,
is
I
fucking
know.
Yeah.
politics
Unfortunately,
shit. And American politics shit, which I give even less shit about. You know,
that's weird. That's like a little
Should care.
boy dressed as a girl. That's
why
creepy.
should I care?
Well, you're not. You're not
Because
American.
if-
Americans love. We
No,
love
wait, no,
Halloween.
wait,
if
I
World
just
War
heard
III
it,
happened,
in the
he's gonna
background,
really
you should
care.
Yeah, well, that
I
might.
don't
I
care.
don't know how much that's going to happen. Well, we'll see.
If World War III starts, he's gonna
I
care.
mean, if World War III starts, they're not going to employ me into the army, so I suppose
That's
that's one
fair.
thing.
Yeah.
Who's
I mean,
gonna care? We'll all be dead. It won't matter.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
Will
Well,
they
well,
blow
well,
up or
World War
you know,
III
I don't
happens,
really give a
nobody
shit
will care.
because the
But
likelihood of that happening is
that
very
is awesome,
small.
dude. Look at the Johnny
Look at that
Bravo.
haircut.
That's awesome,
Yes.
dude. You go, dude.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
baby. That is so cool. Look at that. That is awesome, dude.
Your
That is awesome,
thing.
dude.
He's at the airport.
Yeah,
He's-
yeah, that's cool as shit, dude. Yeah, Johnny Bravo, baby. Yeah, baby. But no, Rabbit, Americans love politics. We're just
They-
different than
Too
other
much.
people. We do.
The Americans are like the most angry political people on the
Well,
planet.
I mean,
I don't know in real life. I don't know how you all are in real life because I'm sure you're not all trying to eat each other and punch each other in the
Oh,
face.
we're
well,
not-
no, but if you
yeah.
pay attention, there's only
know.
one side that's actually angry. If you look
But
at the
you
Trump
have-
people,
you
they're
have,
having
like, two
fun,
sides,
they're
but isn't
singing
there, like,
and
more than
dancing.
two of you.
No,
So,
we're
yeah,
America is a
Is there not-
constitutional
Oh, I
republic.
know
We
the
are not
media's
a
like-
parliamentary democracy. We're
Right.
not.
Thank you.
But yeah, but if you take a look and actually pay attention, the Trump people are having the greatest time ever, dude. There's so much
Yeah,
energy.
no, I've
They're
seen
so
it. No,
excited.
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know enough about your politics to get involved
From
in
the
it. It's
Avengers.
Like
Look
you
at-
wouldn't give know enough about ours. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
So
yeah.
It's
No,
different,
it's
right?
it's
So-
just different, yeah. But this troll of Trump
I
wearing
think
the garbage
Trump
man
is
outfit is
fucking
great.
hilarious.
He is.
Perfect.
I think Trump's hilarious.
It is.
I don't know if whether I'd vote for him or not because I'm not in your country, but as a person looking on the outside, he's fucking hilarious.
He is hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
You know,
No,
that's anything. The other one is
The last
is-
last decade or
you know.
so has just been like a crazy opiate, binge. So
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
Pretty much.
yeah,
Holy crap! Clubbing in the '90s, but everyone's Gordon Ramsay. Fair enough. Get
Holy
out.
That's terrifying. That's
Everyone's Gordon
absolutely
Ramsay.
fucking
Nice.
terrifying.
Yeah, they put his face on everybody. It's hilarious, dude. This is a great. Great.
That is a good use
Hey,
of
John
AI.
Malkovich.
That is what that is.
Get him, Gordon.
That's,
Those are some raw moves.
there is a universe out there that's just all Gordon Ramsay.
There is. There most certainly is.
There
This
is
is
now.
This is so clever, dude. And look
The
how
universe-
good
multiverse is
look how good it's gotten, man. It's so clean, dude.
Fucking women versions of him are so
That is so
You see
great.
where it breaks
The
when it-
ugliest woman.
This is given to us by Sugar Tits, Baring's wife. Yeah, that's wonderful. I bet you that Gordon is just shitting himself laughing, dude. This is too funny. That is
Yeah, you're a
awesome.
good
Worst
sport.
nightmare.
Yeah, no, he's great.
That,
Yeah,
however,
Gordon's fun.
does not look 90s. That looks more 70s to me, but
It's 80s.
That's
to me.
It's very
Yeah,
80s, yeah.
That's
more-
80s.
it's definitely
Um,
not 90s.
yeah,
'cause
early
I went out in the
80s,
90s,
yeah.
and that's not
Or-
what we look like.
But it's genius, is what it is.
it
So
is
It is the 90s in Prague, though. It's the 80s
could-
in America.
oh, in
but
Prague, yes, true.
There
it's
you go.
90s in Prague.
that is so good, dude. That is so good. I would love to see Gordon's reaction to this because I'm sure he
It's
thinks
also
it's
perfect
hilarious.
for Halloween because it's fucking terrifying.
It is. They
This
did
should have
such a
made the
good
list.
job. It should have made the list. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, we'll take that as our thing. So let's go over here and take a look. And of course, we have Rosa and her terrifying Cabbage Patch Child. And Blue Moon's giving us a bunch of stuff here today. So I'm going to have to go back over.
Is that the Dracula from Gremlins 2?
No, that's
No,
Harlan
that's
Munster.
Adam's.
Blue Moon.
Adam's.
No,
That's
but
the
Dracula
monster.
in Gremlins 2 was playing this Dracula.
He was.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes,
Well,
fair
yeah.
enough.
that's
Fair
right.
enough. But I am on
right.
the right. I'm on the right track. That's all
Yeah.
that matters.
Well, what do we
Yeah,
got here?
you
We
nailed
got
it.
put the candy in the bag, you bastard. All right. All right.
Bags on his head.
Yeah, I love how he's wearing like a leisure suit. It's perfect. Good job,
And
Doug.
smiley face.
Yeah,
Definitely.
smiley face drawn on. Of course, we have, of course, Grandpa Monster.
That's what it
and
is.
that
That's
is
why. Okay, now, yeah.
So good, dude. Look
I
at
need
that
to have a
Grandpa
blue
I
moon
love
night
the
when I
nose. I
draw
love
blue
cranks
moon
in the
style
nose.
shit. I need to draw some stuff
Especially-
like this one night. Is that bread in the background? Toast. or-
Yes,
It is
it
bread,
is.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And he got
Oh,
the
he's
proper
awesome.
music.
Yeah,
Da-da-da,
good.
da-da-da,
See, I've been doing a lot more of these these things recently because the program
this is
I've
bread,
got,
too.
It's just dead easy to do it.
What is the fetish with bread today, Doug?
Bread is
White
good.
bread.
Yeah, bread is good. And the best song Rob Zombie ever did was Dragula.
No, it definitely wasn't.
Yeah, it
but,
definitely was.
No,
All his
White Zombie,
White Zombie
Astro Creep
shit was better
2000
than.
is the best album Rob Zombie was ever involved in.
Yep.
His solo stuff is
Agreed.
nowhere
You
near as
have
good as
you
Rob
have
Zombie.
your opinion, and I have mine.
No, I have the right opinion.
Okay, fine.
You're just
Two,
wrong.
two against one,
Monster
Chester. I'm on that Astro Zombie train all day.
All right, fine.
Astro Creep 2000 is fucking amazing album.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah,
this is
the no skip.
great. This is great. We got the monsters and all the love in the world. Let's see what music you put on here. Oh, you just same thing. The great theme song. That was a great theme song.
And it's not bread,
Great,
it's
guys.
Monster Cheese.
Why didn't I think of doing Adam's Family? That would
Monster
I could
cheese.
have
Addams
done
Family's
Gomez
good too.
Adams. Adam is
What's
so good.
Monster?
I respect.
What was that,
Could've done-
honey? You're trying
what's
to
it?
say something. We can't hear you.
Oh, I was just saying Monster cheese. It's good. It was something for the holidays. It'd be a good pun. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Here's
It's
another
not
one
bread.
from Doug. He dropped
Oh,
a
it's
little
cheese,
noir
not
before
bread.
the show
Okay,
tonight.
that makes sense-ish.
Oh,
I
it's
guess.
cheese. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Look at
Monster.
this. That's great.
I like that. That's actually
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like how it
wow.
looks like it's all just kind of like cutouts on a separate, like an animated thing. You know what I mean? As opposed to a drawing.
I love it.
I know it's a drawing, but
It's amazing. No, it's
Yeah,
really
no,
good.
Doug's always
Contrast.
great. Doug's
it's
always
like
great.
2D in a 3D space as opposed
Yeah.
to 3D. You know what I mean?
Looks
Like I was
really
trying to draw 3D.
All right, let me go grab the straw poll, and I will vote myself. Okay.
I'd be shocked if Armron or Eric don't win. I haven't looked at the straw poll yet.
Yeah, well, no spoilers.
They have all the fans. Well, they have the only fans. Or at least, hopefully, they don't have an
I have
Only
OnlyFans.
fans.
I have
Alrighty then.
OnlyFans. I wish you guys would subscribe.
Well, with that revelation, of
Yeah.
course,
Yep.
you know, I think the only person here who could have a proper OnlyFans would be the manscaper himself. Nevertheless,
Whatever, dude. My OnlyFans has been going strong for 3 years.
oh, yeah,
It's purely feet.
COVID was a boom to the business.
yeah, that is true. Who won the Drawn and Quartered Ultimate Fan Edition Halloween Spectacular? I called it a Spooktacular, Jeff.
Yeah, I didn't even have
Yeah.
a cool name.
Whatever.
Spectacular.
Well, I have a half cool name. It took me a second to read it when I read it the first time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me see what I got here for my choice. Amy, cute and scary Lester. Okay. Straight to the point. Okay. Melissa, vampire Snoopy Lester. Fair enough.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. I do love how the people over here in Japan think that Snoopy's the hero, not realizing actually he's the asshole.
He
He's
is the
the
asshole,
worst.
yeah. He's completely an asshole.
I do love it.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's so cute. It's that animal that you just can't help.
Yes.
Yeah, but he is an asshole. He kicks Woodstock constantly.
He's everybody.
Woodstock's
Everybody likes it.
Woodstock's an hallucination because he's actually always smoked out in that little house.
Yeah,
That's
he's
fair.
always drugged up, man.
That's true.
Always.
That is true. We have Cannibal Lunchtime with Armoron. Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
Oh,
we
we
have
should have done Cannibal Holocaust.
yeah. We have Eric Manscaped or Mainscaped Werewolf Hawkins. Very nice. Yes. People are obsessed with your manscaping, Eric. One
It's because you bring
deer.
up every single episode.
Yeah. One dead rabbit. Yep. I like it. I like it. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Alan, haunting Taco Bell at midnight, Alonzo. Dude, that's just a bad idea. You'll never get to sleep.
That sounds
Aruba.
great.
The Taco Bell does haunt you from when you
It
go.
does.
Nom.
It does. You get
I
in
kind
the
of wish
middle
you'd
of the
given me my
night.
name
Squirts.
first, though, because I would have drawn a dead rabbit. They'd have been haunting, and everyone would have hated it. It'd been great.
Yeah, that would
Not a
have
bad
been
idea to get after the show.
great. Yeah. Rebecca, Chupacabra Hunter Snow.
Thank you.
Okay. And of course, El Rodimus, Vampire Orthodontist Flash.
It's because of the sparkle.
It's not a lot of money though. It's kind of a low money business right there. Anyway, what am I gonna do here?
Sure.
Thank you. I'll be here all night. I definitely like what Rabbit has done. I like what Melissa did. Eric's is okay. Amaron's is good there. Alan is the winner. I'm done. See, this is what it means to be decisive. Yeah, this is what
Well,
bosses do. They make decisions quickly, and then they
Wow.
tell everyone, no matter what
we
happens,
need
you
one
tell
more
everybody.
vote.
Yeah,
To
and then when
knock
we
it
ask
off
for
the
a
top
raise, you
for
give us a pizza
change.
party instead.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's called cost effectiveness, Alan.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Can we at least go to your island for the pizza party?
Well, I don't own
On
an
your
island,
boat.
but
No,
you
we
can
have,
certainly
we go
come
for the, we have the
to.
party on the boat,
Yeah,
and
that
then
would
we
be
get
probably
really
better.
drunk on the
the
island.
boat would work.
That's true.
Start
I could take
tutoring
you
and
to
yacht.
an
Wanna be a-
island.
Yeah.
You don't want to be on any list for an island nowadays.
That's true.
Not anymore.
That is
No,
true.
no.
That's true. You don't want that.
No pizza party on no island. No.
Yeah, that would be probably.
I did not think about that. Whoa. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Scratch
So
that.
while we're voting, Chester, do you like my knife in the face picture from the other Evil Dead movie?
Oh yeah, no, it's great. I showed it. It's great.
Oh,
yeah.
you did?
Yeah,
I've done a few recently since I bought this art program. That was like 3 hours painting. Sober. I wasn't
beautiful.
sober tonight. So.
No, look good.
I like you say beautiful. I don't know about beautiful. Do you like how it's like so if I really zoom in, you can see the canvas. That's why I like this software, man.
Yeah.
This is the only art software I've actually owned. The only one. All the others are cracked.
Now what are you using right now? This is Procreate? Wait, what are you
This
using?
is Rebel Pro. Rebel 7 Pro.
Yeah, no,
Hearing
you've been
about it.
talking about it. Yeah.
I don't use Procreate. I don't fucking go anywhere near Apple anything. It's all shit. I hate Apple.
True.
Alpha Proto says you can't say spook anymore. I was told it's a racial slur. Oh, no, spook.
I'm pretty sure when we say spook, it means spy and shit. No?
Yeah, that's what it means. Spy. Yeah.
You say spork. We'll just say spork instead.
How is?
I don't give a shit.
well,
I'll happily offend anybody, so it's fine.
How is a spook a racial slur?
It's been for a long time.
How is it a spook? A spook's a spook. It's a
Yeah,
spy.
it's like a government
That's
agent.
not
right?
that's not offensive to anybody other than
It's also
spies.
another word for ghost. It's just one of those words that.
Yeah,
Oh, ghost,
spooky.
yeah.
a
So
ghost,
I mean that
yeah.
makes sense. Spook, spy, ghost, it's the same thing.
Yeah, but black
Make
people are
perfect
like
sense.
black. I don't think they would be associated with ghosts.
Everything's
Maybe
so-
it's a slur to white people.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
I like the idea, but it's just people being fucking morons, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah,
Like when I
yeah.
like me growing up, spook was either spooky, of course, but a spook's always a government agent.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, I can think of a lot more offensive things that I heard when I was a kid and still say to
Oh,
this day.
sure. About all
You
the
know?
different racial demographics, actually,
Or other things,
or
like,
other things. Yeah.
which I won't say because, I don't want to get Chester demonetized.
Like that word they keep saying in Monster Squad.
Monster Squad.
What
Mhm.
mutt? We Americans are mutts.
No, there's a word. There's a word they say in that
No,
movie
dude,
that
I
was
didn't
very
watch that in ages.
popular.
I
at the
have
time.
it. I'll have to dig it out. Now you've
Nards?
made me curious.
Nards.
Yeah, Nard.
I was
but not
thinking
Nard.
the flirt word that we used to say, but that's
Yeah, it's a
probably
slur word
offensive.
that was very popular at the time.
Well,
that
it
if you
wasn't a
say
slur
it,
word for us, it was more just
you'll be
offensive.
struck from YouTube forever.
Well, I do recall him saying,
Struck from
"You
YouTube forever."
bitch." I remember that.
I mean, yeah, but you can say swear words. They're just swear words, right? No one gives a crap about swear words. Shit, whatever. You can say whatever
Special
words.
swear word.
A special swear word.
It's
It's
one of
not
those ones
cunt.
that gets you yeeted from the internet forever. Yeah.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I've no idea what it is either. No, I wanted to say it because I'm
I
curious.
remember your you bitch, and I remember Nards.
I
you don't remember
anything
the,
like that from that.
The
When
other
you
F word?
revisit Tardia?
The other F
Oh
Or is it a
yeah,
bundle
okay, but we use that word all the time. It's just like gay. It just all it means is lame.
Mm-hmm.
That's how.
What's
That's
F
what
word means that.
the British bundle of sticks.
Oh, fag.
Yeah, fag. Yeah.
Yeah.
It means cigarette
Although I'm sure
in
they
this
put
country.
the ut on it. But
No, because you can eat those in this country. There's a thing called faggots,
Yeah.
which is a meat product that you eat.
Is that any good?
You eat
They also put,
faggots?
Yeah, it's basically like mint. It's like a mince kind of like mound of like jelly style mince that is covered in gravy.
We call this
I
hot
don't know how
dog.
to describe what it is. It's a weird food, but you'd like it.
Okay.
It's
Fine.
very American style food, I would say, to be honest with you.
But yeah, no,
But
I
yeah,
don't
it's
understand
just-
how
yeah,
that.
yeah, it's a real thing. You can say faggot in this country because it's food.
Yeah, no,
Or
and,
fag
but
because
even
it's a
though,
cigarette.
but that with the word fag and gay, when I was growing up, those just meant lame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
they're
didn't
good,
have
man. You
anything
know,
to
you're
do with
just so gay,
sexuality
you know,
at
you're
all,
so
dude.
fucking-
It's so lame.
Exactly, no.
You're so lame.
Chester's-
Lame, gay.
Chester's
It's the
Michael
same
Scott.
word.
But dude, it's true though.
Dude, I
It
used to
is,
use
I
gay all the
know.
time as a fucking like, oh, that's so gay, and we didn't mean it as offensive. We just
No,
say it's fucking shit.
It's lame. Yeah, it's shit.
All the gay people I know never give two fucking shits about saying
No.
shit like that. Not
Well,
one
it
of
used to be
them.
we used to have no problem whatsoever. It's only now
No.
that there's a
Well,
problem.
we still don't. It's just fucking morons on the internet. It's only social
Yeah,
media
it's
morons.
just the
It's not real
internet,
people.
Mhm.
Unbelievable. But because I can't remember anyone ever giving gay people a hard time around me anyway. I
No,
don't.
no, me neither. I mean,
Except
me
for
and
other
Robert used
gay
to go
people.
out with this guy. He used to
And
fucking.
you were at
he
the
was
wrong
the gayest
parties.
person. The wrong pies. That makes me wonder.
No, we had a couple of homosexual kids at my school, and no one gave them a hard time at all.
I used to go out clubbing with a guy who was gay, and he was fucking awesome. He was
Yeah,
really
no.
fucking sound. He was
Well,
great
they
fun to
used
hang
to
out
be
with.
fun.
He's
These
very
days
good at
they're
fucking
very
chick
angry.
magnet, basically, you know, gay people are great at attracting women.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's
you
true.
I live in California, so you can throw a rock and hit one, but then you get arrested for a hate crime.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, California.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I worked in the music industry for quite a while, so I certainly ran into quite a few. But like I said, when I was young, they were fun. There wasn't any
Yeah,
of
they're
this
just normal
anger.
people that just, you know, yeah, they're gay. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
That was always been the thing. It's just nowadays people.
It's all politic crap, dude. But
It is,
anyway, we do have a winner.
Yeah, that's fine. Nut allergies.
Mm.
I'm assuming it never changed. No one else voted.
Well, thank you all very much to, of course, Rosa, Rebecca, Amy, Melissa, Elrod, Eric, Alan, and of course, Rabbit. But today's winner, and it's not what I voted for,
By
but
one
fair enough.
point.
By 1 point, Amron. Congratulations, Amron. Very good. That pumpkin
I
was
love
amazing,
Mike's
though.
channel.
That pumpkin
God
was
damn it.
amazing.
You know how it works.
A true three-peat.
It was really good. I liked Sam, though. I like Alan and Sam. That was cool. But then again, it looks like Alan is going to be having the squirts tonight, though. Too much Taco Bell. But nevertheless, let's go back over here to the other side. And, of course, thank you guys very much for coming in. And let's find out what we're doing next week. What are we doing next week?
Next week is our 250th episode.
Ooh.
I thought that was this
I would have
week.
win that one too.
We are doing cosmic
No, you're
Marvel
banned, Amron.
characters.
I'm kicking you.
Cosmic
Wasn't-
Marvel.
Weren't we supposed to be
Wait,
doing?
what? What did you say we're doing? 250 episodes. Got to be whatever we want, surely.
Weren't we supposed to be doing a guy with a book?
Yo, there is a
The
guy with a
week
book.
after that.
Oh, that's a week. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So next week we can do
Why don't-
whatever we
yeah,
want, right?
yeah.
Because I'm not drawing
Why
some
don't we
like
do
superheroes.
what we did the first episode? What was the first episode?
Yeah.
No one's gonna remember that.
Oh,
Wow.
If it's superheroes, I'm out. I
Cruel.
won't be here.
cruel.
I'll tell
The
you
first
that now.
episode on this channel is not the
Sling
first
Blade.
episode of Drone and Quartered.
Right.
What's the first
right.
episode, John?
It was on
No,
Pixel's
it's a
channel, right?
250 episode. Surely it's got to be just something fun, you know?
Yeah. What's wrong
Not
with
a
Cosmic
subject.
Marvel?
Nothing.
I don't give a shit about Marvel.
Well, then just
That's
draw
all.
Thanos.
No, I'm not drawing a comic book superhero.
Draw
for
Thanos'
all year.
anus.
Oh,
I
Yeah, I was
tell
gonna
you
say, draw
now, it's
Thanos.
fine. You draw it. I won't be there because I'm not drawing Marvel.
You
I'm
could
not
draw
interested.
Cosmic Ghost Rider. He's a space Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Ghost Rider. Who cares? You know, I just don't.
You
care
can
about
draw
that.
What about
Death Head,
Silver
a
Surfer?
British.
I tell you what, I'll turn up and just draw what I want, and you lot can draw
Yeah.
Marvel. That's fine. Yeah, I'm just not interested
All
in
right.
drawing comic stuff.
Draw Batman. Everyone likes Batman.
Yeah, but Batman's DC, right? So
True.
I don't mind
Yeah.
DC. I
There
just
you
don't like
go.
Marvel. Marvel's like the worst
Marvel
comic
feels
book
like
stories ever made.
That's not even close
Just
to
come
being
in.
true.
Hate Marvel.
Um,
Draw
made that
Cosmic
sound
Call
like
by
It's
a
and
not
you win.
gritty. It's not 2000D. It's not DC. I'm not interested. In
Rabbit is fake news.
Fake news.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, cool.
I'm not American. That's what
No,
it
you're
comes
not.
down to.
We figured that out
You
a
have to
little while
remember
ago.
this.
We did. Do
I'm
what
all
I
about the
do what I
American
do when we
hero. I
do
think it's
anime.
stupid.
There you go. Doug made a good point. Do what he does when we do anime.
Yeah.
Yes,
Do
okay. I'm going to
do
do
a
what Doug
hate
does. I'm going
art
to sit in
on
the
Marvel.
chat and draw something
Yeah,
horrific.
protest art,
There you
yeah.
go. There you go. All right,
But
cool.
it is our
I'm not very
250th
Marvel.
episode, so invite any artists that used to be on here to get in here and tell everybody about it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to send? I'll send Weldon an invite because I know he'll be interested.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. Matt, come
I'm sure
back.
because I mean I chat
maybe
to Weldon.
Tom.
Who else do I know that you guys know that don't know?
Well, anybody. Bring it. We've had everybody in here one time or another.
Well, I mean, I'll message Weldon because I know he'll reply to me. Other than that,
Do
I
we
don't
have
know.
anyone banned?
No.
Banned? We've
No.
banned a few people for being dicks, but
I don't know. I don't
Banned me-
remember.
you just
anybody.
banned
I
me
just
today.
curious.
yeah, I know I haven't banned. I can ban you if you want.
Okay, thank you.
No, we need Pixel to come on. Can we get Pixel?
Pixel would be nice. Mike.
Yeah.
Tom.
I'll ask Mike on Wednesday.
Matt.
I'll ask Mike on Wednesday.
Yeah,
or
ask Mike
Amy
to
can
come
ask.
Maybe
as well.
the-
we can bug him, Mike. Amy, bug
The
Mike
other
to come on.
Eric.
Yes.
Neil Towski. There's a bunch of other Erics actually. There's a whole bunch of people. I mean, if you go look in our
Does anyone
Discord,
actually
there's
know
like
them?
150
That's the
Jiminy?
artists.
But Jiminy
Yeah,
Cricket.
Jiminy. Yeah, that would be great.
Jiminy, I'll message Jiminy as well. Yeah, Jiminy. Me and Jiminy need a portrait off.
There you go. Cool. All right. Well, let's go here and say hello to everybody and let them talk about what they're working on. Hi, Amron. Hi.
Hell,
How you doing?
they suspended my Patreon page.
Why?
What did you do? Did you do something too horrific? Was it too indecent?
No, it's because you have to verify your age when you do like mature content. And
I
did you need
see.
ID? Is it
they had
Australian
the
thing,
option.
or-
They had the option to like you either take a live selfie using their third-party app that they use, or upload like your photo identification, like a driver's license, whatever.
Oh,
So
I
yeah,
see.
I'll just do that if it push comes to shove.
They
And
found
it's
out
like,
you were
yeah, they're
12.
taking it away now, so I have to get an ID. I don't have a current ID, not for a long time.
Jeff.
No, I don't either.
Jeff, I have to
Yes?
step away. Can you take over, please?
But yeah,
Okay.
ID's
So
a
that-
weird thing, right? Because I don't have a driver's license because I don't drive. Don't have a passport,
same.
and that's it. You're fucked
Same.
if you don't have them.
So yeah, but more importantly, what you have for lunch?
Yeah.
Nothing
Chippers and
yet.
biscuits.
That's
Nothing
worse
yet.
than getting
It's nothing yet, but
Nothing yet.
well, I mean, it's getting to Christmas, right? So it's got to be pretty fucking hot in Australia right now.
No, not right now. It's just
Not yet.
getting
It's got to be
warmer.
getting there. It's like barbecue
it's not
season,
cold
right?
anymore.
Okay. Did you anything you want to promote or?
Well, yeah. I have a Patreon, but yeah.
But you can't use it. yeah.
Links?
What about your
and if you-
DeviantArt? Are you still using that?
What's that?
Your DeviantArt? Are you still not
DeviantArt.
doing that anymore?
I haven't posted anything on there for a while now, so it's basically just Twitter and just Patreon. Yeah.
No.
No.
Links, yeah, if you want to get a hold of Armoron, links have already been posted in the chat, and I can thank myself for that.
I
instead of
still
just-
occasionally
Good job.
Jeff,
Wait.
those amazing.
People
And
are still
Amy.
like, liking my
Yeah.
pics and stuff, and
Okay.
So
Yeah.
did you have lunch yet?
We already talked about that. He's
We
not
went
having
through the
lunch.
lunch.
We
Yes,
can't
we-
accept it.
I
We
went, we
can't
already went
accept
through
that.
He
that.
has abstained.
Oh,
All
Right.
right.
Lunch is forthcoming.
It's probably a big breakfast.
that could
Yeah, I had a
be
late
it.
breakfast because I got up late, so
Oh,
I don't even
okay.
eat breakfast.
Okay, so Amy,
Huh.
what
Huh?
are you doing? What are you doing?
Barely staying awake, but I'm glad I still got a chance to hang out with everybody here. Draw and talk and hang out and have some fun and oh wow. But yeah, same old otherwise. Yeah. just got to draw some, got to see everybody, and get to see everybody again next week for the big 250th anniversary. Is that what it was?
Yes, 250th anniversary.
Man, that's amazing. Cool. All right.
250 years. 250 years tradition.
Okay. We're roughly the Asian country. Nice. So our founding fathers got here and started drawing. So
yeah, well they carved on wood planks back then. So.
Oh, okay. That works out too.
Okay.
All right.
Melissa.
So yeah.
Anything to add to that?
Let's see. Well, we're still, building and getting ready for our future and good life, and I'm glad we got to hang out together. Happy Halloween, and thanks for being friends. Thanks for the show, and you're doing a great thing here.
See you next week.
And if you want to get a hold, and their link is in the chat. Again, I can thank myself because Chester can't thank me. And now Rabbit.
Yeah, I don't know. I just finished both my new EPs for both my bands the other day.
Congrats!
And I'm drawing lots of deadites because I'm trying to draw lots of horror. Paint. Sorry, paint, not draw. I'm not drawing shit. I'm painting.
You mean real paint, or are you talking?
No. Well, yeah, I am doing some real paint, but I'm using the software to help me. Some of the stuff I've done on this is practice and then do some reference paintings to do real paintings with, if that makes sense. To get a good composition, to do some real paintings. So I am doing some real painting. But I need a battery for my camera because I can't do a time lapse because my battery on my real camera only has a 90-minute battery life. So
wow.
But then you will see some real painting time lapses with oil paints coming soon-ish.
Cool. You should definitely do. That'd be cool.
Eric. Talk to us.
Well, I'm working on issue 6 of the Zombie World of Oz, so it'll be out. I'm going to launch in March. I'm going to start doing some shows again next year. I don't think I did a show this year, and the one I did apply for, I got rejected because it was too
work blocked.
Yeah, it's too straight and white. And then it was this weekend, and I was going to go to it just to walk around, but they had a freaking mask mandate.
What? What?
Yes.
What was that? You have to wear a mask.
You had to wear a mask.
Happened like 3 years or something.
It's St. Louis.
You're kidding me. No.
Dude,
when I started looking at all the other artists and creators are there and looking at their names and what they call themselves, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is definitely not for me.
Fucking masks.
That's why I only go like during the summer. Why I've decided I'm only going to do stuff during the summer is because you don't have to worry about people freaking out about COVID during that time.
They were suggesting you take tests and everything before you get there and wear a mask, and it was crazy. So I just didn't go.
I'm assuming that's just that state or something, right? Because we don't have that.
No, it had nothing to do with the state or the city. It's the organization.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's just a
they
bunch
are
of
so
weirdos.
2022.
Yeah. But the holidays are coming up for everybody listening, and I'm sure any of these artists would probably take commissions to do something for you.
Yeah, I'd like a
for
commission.
the
I could do
holidays.
with some fucking money.
No, I'm not.
So just all you guys watching, just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
That's art for Christmas.
I can paint anything.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome
I just got
back.
done with Eric.
Everybody all right?
You should probably do Alan. Alan next. Amy's already done.
Oh, okay. You did Amy. All right, I'll do Alan. You tell me who to do. I'll do Alan next. All right. Alan,
do him good.
hi.
Do him hard.
Mm-hmm.
He's muted.
He's muted.
Skip him.
Oh well.
Wasn't his grandma on fire or something?
Something like that.
That's right. Oh, he's back. He's back.
You got trapped underneath a minty faggot or something.
What?
That is not right. That is not right.
I like it.
Well, I guess that's better than choking on one.
It is.
I mean, yeah.
Alan, are you here?
Could only get worse from here.
No. Okay,
Depends
Alan
on your point of view.
gets skipped. Who do I go to next?
Elrod.
Me.
Elrod. Hi, Elrod.
What?
Elrod, awesome! Yay!
Stuff and things. Things and stuff.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes.
150. Going strong.
250. Yeah, that's a lot, dude. It's a lot. Well, this channel has well over 1,000 videos, you know.
That is just nuts.
Actually, has over 1,000 subscribers now. I just noticed.
Yeah, no, we've been over 1,000 for a while now. Yeah.
1008.
1,000.
What you do with all that
That's
money you're making?
1,002 to me. Is obviously
I buy bubble gum.
That's cool.
Of course,
That's
I
awesome.
have not, nor shall I monetize this channel. So, but nevertheless, Elrod is. Did you eat any candy on Halloween?
No, I went house to house getting toothbrushes and floss, as I do every year.
That's good.
Because I have neighbors, and oddly enough, arson is really bad in my. Go figure.
Mm-hmm. Well, yesterday was Halloween for us, and I did splurge because I don't eat much sugary things, but I did have myself a pack of peanut M&Ms yesterday.
Oh,
Nice.
you've got to be festive, right? If everybody's handing out candy, got to be part of the festive.
I do like being the peanut M&Ms, but it takes me forever to eat them because I eat them one at a time, and
you eat them one at a time.
Yeah, Eric's gonna love this. I suck on them until I get to the peanut.
That's so weird. That's so weird.
That's yeah, I agree. That's pretty weird. How long does it take you to suck through that candy shell?
I don't know. A minute or so.
It's pure
licks.
sugar, isn't it?
So, have you ever actually tasted a peanut M&M? If that's how you do it, or is it just candy
Have you
shells
ever
and just
actually
chocolate?
had a
and just-
peanut?
I eat them both
He's
ways.
still sucking on it right now.
Okay. All right.
I've never been really much of a candy person, to be fair.
You put them back together after you eat them?
No.
I
do
do
like, I like
buffet,
chocolate
or
and peanut
so-
butter, though. I do like chocolate.
You suck that nut right out of that chocolate, huh?
He loves sucking nuts. It's his thing.
There you go. But that's just how I eat them. And of course, one bag lasts me quite a while.
It's a popular boy.
I bet.
We have all separate piles of peanuts and cake.
But
Oh,
I
dear.
used to like Reese's Pieces. I used to love those.
Mhm.
But I got a pack here sometime this year with some whatchamacallits. Whatchamacallit's still amazing. But I ate the Reese's Pieces and I was like, oh, they're really not good. They changed.
They really aren't.
Yeah.
It's like they're good for like one handful or whatever. Then after that, it's just like, ugh, no
Yeah,
thanks.
too much chemical. Yeah. The whatchamacallit is still kicking though, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chester,
Anyway,
you gotta try almond M&Ms. I won't even eat peanut anymore after having the almond M&Ms. They're way better.
I have
We
tried
split
them. I
them.
still prefer the peanuts. I don't, but I
Okay.
like I said, this year I've had a single bag of peanut M&Ms, and it's not even done. I think the other half of it's still sitting over
Was
there.
that one of those 5-pound family bags or just a little?
No,
bag?
no, just the little $1 thing you buy at the store. Yeah.
How much is a
$1?
candy
Where are you buying
bar in Japan now?
How much is what?
Candy bar, like an average cost for a candy bar.
Well, I mean, it's like 100 yen here, 80 yen. So at the current rate, so I'd say it's about 80 cents, 60 to 80 cents.
Sounds
Yeah,
reasonable.
we're pushing $3, man.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
guys
really?
you guys
Crazy.
are being run by a government that hates you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we have a sugar tax in our country for shit like that as well, but
What?
it definitely is cheaper than it is in America.
Well, to be fair, these days I'd much rather have a Cadbury over anything made in America for the most part.
That's because English chocolate's better. It's not
Well,
full of shit.
it didn't used to be.
Oh,
It used to be pretty similar. But these days the British one is certainly better quality than the American ones.
Yeah, because it's
I
real
just-
chocolate.
I don't know if even
I
made
love
it.
the pride in your voice. I just hearing you say that, and all of a sudden you were the most English I've ever heard you because they're better.
Who, me?
So beautiful.
You can see the Union Jack waving in the background as he
I
talks.
know.
No, I mean English chocolate is proper chocolate. There's hardly anything in it other than actual cocoa and shit, you know. Whereas in
At
America,
least they have one thing to
I've
be
tried a
proud of.
Hershey bar. You know what it tastes like? It tastes like wax. It's shit.
It is
100%
no.
right.
He is right. He is right.
But the Hershey bar pulled you fellas out of the war.
And of course, if you even higher quality chocolates you can get here in Japan because they don't do any of the chemical stuff at all, right?
I mean, I eat 90% dark chocolate.
But
as a
that's
general
also
rule,
why
so-
it's very hard to find a fat person in Japan.
Yeah.
Have to
No
go
corn
to
syrup.
Also, I mean, you
Asian
have a
markets
whole
to
bunch
find
of things
overseas
about it, don't you?
chocolates.
Yeah. Cool.
And fat bitches.
There's
You
not
got the good
hardly
Kit
any,
Kat
dude.
I mean, the
in
amount of
Asia,
sugar and corn syrup and all sorts of shit in American stuff is nuts. Actually, I mean,
Oh,
I've
well,
looked into a
corn
lot of this
syrup,
stuff
absolutely
because
the
of
worst diet.
yeah, and it's terrible. I mean, don't
There's
get me wrong, you
zero
make some
sugar,
good
it's all
food, you
corn.
do, but Jesus
Hmm.
Christ, the shit you put in your shit.
It is gotten
It's
bad,
all
and that's
corn
why
because the
Bobby
government
Kennedy
owns
is
oops.
he's got to go get
Yeah.
it. Get him, Bobby.
Yep. Yep.
Who do I go to next, Jeff?
You want to go to Rosa and then to Banana and Argos.
This
Oh,
is
look
Okay.
at my Freddy.
All right, thank
huge.
you. Rosa, hi.
Hi, how are y'all doing? I love you and you and you and you and you and you, but I most of all, I love you. You know who I'm talking to, right?
Yeah.
I love you more than
Yes.
anything in the world.
By the way, she's famous.
No, you're more famous.
We're all
No,
famous.
You're
you
more
are.
famous. And the
You're
reason
more
why is
famous.
because you have the audio book. People literally lining up to talk about Jeff's audiobook.
I don't know
Herman.
about talking about it, but his audiobook is freaking good.
No, they're not just they're showing up in the wild to ask for this. This is the best
The
audiobook
wild?
ever. It is literally like the English chocolate of audiobooks.
Woohoo!
It is the best.
Rosa, I'm a little
Yeah.
pressed for time, Rosa.
Okay, fine. And watchthedamn.com. You already know me, and I'm coming up. I'm trying to get this book published. Vocabulary del Camino. It's coming out. I swear. My editor, just as we're doing the last line edit, he came down with COVID again. So
Oh,
I know. So he's getting to it. He just had to get over not dying first.
yeah, do
and-
that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still there. Good job, Stephen Black.
Mhm.
But yeah, great reviews on it from Daniel P. Riley, who did my alpha read for me, and he loved it. So I was like, yay! If he loves it, then I'm good. So I'm ready. So any minute now, it'll be out there. Hurrah! Yay! So be waiting for it. Caballero Stamino coming soon. Be there.
All right.
Nice.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Looking forward to it.
Mike.
Real easy. You can find me on Twitter at 2BananaMike. You'll see any artwork I decide to post. So
Sweet. There you
good
go.
enough. Short and simple. There you go.
Thank you very much, Mike. Bill.
Hi. Yeah. So I did some work for EBW Games. They for their bestiary for Adventures Dark and Deep. I did about a couple dozen monsters for that bestiary, which will be on Drive Through RPG in about a month or in November. Actually, in November.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Then I've got another 3 entries for deities for Smoldering Dung Games. Their
Oh, wow.
deities and demigods book.
That's great.
Smoldering Dung.
And then, Smoldering Dung Games is the publisher, and it's going to be the Grog Empire Legends and Myths, I think is the name of the book.
That's
And
amazing.
then that poster that I put in is going to be the promo poster for DaveCon 2025. So I left a bunch of space for type and whatever on it.
Oh, nice.
And there's the event coordinator is going to blow it up life size so attendees can take their picture with the Lich coming through the portal.
Oh,
Full size. Yeah. And then after that, I've got a deal with the Eldar guy. I'm trying to remember. His name is David. He's from Australia, but I'm trying to remember what the name of his company. But he's going to do a Kickstarter for a superhero RPG, similar to the Face Rip of Marvel. And the Marvel TSR game from the '80s, and so we're in
favorite system.
negotiations. Yeah, it's awesome. And we're in negotiations about I'm going to do the entire artwork and what I'll run them, and all that. So I'm figuring that out. And then the Mystic Days guys from last year, looks like they're finally putting together some more material for me to do for them too. So I'm kind of
not worthy. We're not worthy.
I'm busy for the next. It looks like I got another couple years worth of drawing part time.
Nice.
So
That's nice.
That's nice.
And then I can keep my day job and have health insurance. So
sweet.
Hooray.
That's
Good
pretty
job,
cool.
artist.
Yeah. So that's all pretty much stuff I was able to put together in the last year or so. Last 2 years, kind of just got off my ass and off the bottle, and life started happening. So,
Dude, congratulations.
Yeah. So I will be here next week because I'm really excited for 250 episodes of this freaking cavalcade of creative contestants, and hopefully, yeah, I pulled that one on my butt, and hopefully I'll have some challenging. I'm gonna practice my memories to see if I can't take first place. I don't know.
There you go.
Yes, that's the only way to do it.
Today, the letter C.
The letter C. Yeah.
Letter
Practice
D.
drawing my cantaloupes, my curvaceous cantaloupes, in order to be competitive against the mighty champion of Amaron.
That's true. That is true. All right. Well, thank you all very much. We will see you next week for our 250th episode. So definitely come back for that. Tell everybody it would be nice to have a big crowd. But yeah, Jeff, take us out of here, man.
Pick up my book, The Revenant and the Cult, book 1. And I'm actually tonight I'm going to be sending off my manuscript for the audiobook for Revenant and the Cult book 2, and then I'm going to I have Jiminy working on the cover, and
Sweet.
It's going to be coming out in March. So
Namaste.
Namaste. Later, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Funny people.